Yo, yo, what's up with it? What's up? It's your boy Noonie, back with another reading. This is going to be a all signs reading. We're going to be asking the question, who has their eye on you and why? Always a why. It's always a why. Why? Alright. Oh, shit. Wait. Hey, Faye, what's up, Danny? That was a good one. That was a good one. Okay. I made the thumbnail. Wait till y'all see my next thumbnail. I'll be working on thumbnails now. I'm getting creative. What's up, Natalia? Hey there, now. I'm getting creative now. So now I'm excited. Today we're going backwards too. How y'all feeling this morning? I'm about to get started in a second. I'm just gonna get a quick shuffle. And then we're just gonna go ahead and get going. Okay. You said, where is Virgo? I have no idea where Virgo is. Alright, so good morning, Brittany. Hey, Janet. Alright, so we're getting started right now. Pisces. Boom. Let's go. Alright, so Pisces. Who has their eye on you? What's up there, Trevor? Okay. What is that? Alright. So it's going to be somebody who either you guys run into unexpectedly or you guys hear from unexpectedly. So it could have been somebody you guys didn't get off on the right foot with initially, but it's somebody who wants to heal the connection between y'all. So it's somebody who wants to be more supportive, wants to be more communicative, wants to be more helpful, wants to be more cooperative. This could be somebody who's kind of inspiring with the way that they talk. So the way that they talk to you seems like they're speaking life into you. Maybe somebody you guys don't expect to hear from, but you will hear from them. All right. So it could be somebody who maybe a little insecure or is like unsure. Maybe they're facing uncertainty right now about like reaching out and talking to you. You said no. I mean, can you do Virgos? Oh. I mean, I'm going to do Virgo like in the all signs. You mean like separately? Like do like do Virgo separately? I might do that next week. I might come back and do that next week. This week, it's been this week, last week, and the weeks before. My morning's been like hectic. So like I can't guarantee you what I'll be able to do, but somehow I've been making this work. All right, so some of y'all, it's gonna be somebody you guys let go of or you detach from. You guys may have had toxic cycle with this person. You know, originally it's a Capricorn. We got the devil here, but it could just be somebody you guys had an issue getting rid of or like a hard time, like letting go of. Really. All right. So most likely somebody you guys had like more of a sexual connection with that wanted to come out. If not, it could have been somebody who you guys felt like was off limits. All right. Most likely it could be a Libra, Cancer. So we got the Queen of Swords and we got the Devil. So this could be somebody you guys cut off, or this could be somebody who you guys just felt like it was hard to deal with. All right, I get like a strict person. Yeah, I got the Justice here in verse. So it's somebody you had a one-sided connection with. Could have felt like you gave more. You guys had an ending. I got the Tower. I got the World. It's somebody who now unexpectedly realizes that they do want you guys back around, or they do want the connection between y'all to go forward. Could be an Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, uh, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, so it's somebody who has an attractive body. So with the devil here, it's somebody you guys will find very sexually attractive or very sexually alluring. They could be popular, possibly because we got the star here. I mean, we got the devil, we got the justice, and we got the world. This could be somebody who's maybe popular either online or somebody who's popular, like maybe in the world. You know what I mean? Or they're part of a popular industry. So they may be like a musician, maybe they're sometimes it could be like a artist. They could be an MUA. They could be a hairstylist. They could be a barber. They could be anything. A gambler. I don't know. They could be anything. Because with the justice in verse, some of y'all they may have had like legal issues in the past. So they may have had like, this may be somebody who has issues with authority figures, where they don't, either they don't respect rules, they feel like the rules don't apply to them, or this is like somebody who, I guess when you say they don't respect authority figures, they may respect authority figures, but they may give their power away to authority figures. So this could be like somebody who maybe acts kind of childish whenever they're around anybody who has authority, whether it be, whether it just be like the banker, you know what I mean? Like the what's it called? The teller at the bank. They may like be shy and nervous and unsure of like speaking up around these type of people. It may be somebody like that. All right. Anyway, I get this person unexpectedly wanting to reach out to y'all. All right. This may be somebody who disturbs you guys at times, you know what I mean, or interrupts you guys at times. You know what I mean? This is somebody who wants to be a lot more harmonious with you guys. They want to get along with y'all. So they're keeping tabs on you guys right now because they feel like maybe they've been treated unfairly by you or judged unfairly by you. You know what I mean? So this may be somebody who's like maybe keeping their distance. I don't know why, but they want to heal the connection. They want to talk it out. So some of y'all, they want to talk about maybe what happened between y'all. You know what I mean? Make better of it. Make up. Maybe it's make up with y'all. I don't know. With the devil here, I feel like they've gotten rid of maybe some type of toxic pattern or behavior that they were exercising with you. You know what I mean? They maybe realize that, especially with the Queen of Swords in the Tower. They realize that. Maybe they realize that they're willing to start over, or that we need to start over. They're seeing you with a new eye. I will say that. Or they're seeing this situation with a new eye. Maybe they're seeing where they went wrong. That might be possibly it too. You know what I mean? So they're keeping tabs on y'all. So there's somebody who's uncertain right now about messaging y'all, but they want to message y'all, and they want to be a lot more honest and truthful. You know what I mean? So what they're probably checking to see, some of y'all, is to see if you guys have like really gotten over them, and some of y'all are checking to see if you guys have accepted any new love offers or if anybody new is around you. You know what I mean? So they're keeping tabs of that. I think it's somebody who you guys had like a tumultuous connection with, especially with the devil and the Tower and the Justice in reverse. Is usually somebody who doesn't treat you how you treated them. You know what I mean? So they could probably be worried about you guys either experiencing new love, having new romance, or this is somebody who wants to make better of the situation between y'all. If it's like somebody who you guys just had like a verbal altercation with, or just had like a disagreement, or like a change, a difference of perspective in a situation, and they would like to make up. Somebody likes to come forward and express more love or concern for you. Be honest about it. I just know they want to talk a lot more. So whoever says just wants to talk, they want you guys around. Usually because the devil is here, they may desire sex from y'all, or they desire something from y'all. They may feel like they don't have any more control. Maybe you placed this person on a pedestal at some point, made them feel like, you know, that guy, that girl, you know what I mean? So I kind of get that vibe. All right, but anyway, they're kind of unknown. At this moment, they're unknown about like the next action to take. So that's why they're watching you. That's why they have their eye on you, because it's not quite sure like what I should do next to get like a breakthrough between us. So that way we can start all over again and have a clean slate, and, you know what I mean, be around each other more. Because that's what they want. They want to be back around like it was before. They want you guys to be around each other the same way. You know what I mean? Like this is maybe this is somebody who sees you as like part of their day, like part of their day to day, or maybe you make their day go by. Like I think it's somebody who looks at you in that light. You know what I mean? Sometimes it could just be like somebody who likes seeing you online. Like they may be sexually attracted to you, and they just like seeing maybe when you post. So maybe if you haven't posted in a while, there's somebody who's like maybe waiting on you to post, or likes when you post. You know what I mean? They maybe like comment or say something like that. Because sometimes I get that with the Tower and the Queen of Swords. The Tower is usually like unexpected, but with the Queen of Swords, it's communication. And it's communication that sometimes it just come off as like impersonal. Like it's not like it's more professional, like, whereas I really want to talk to you in a more intimate, romantic light. So some of y'all, they're looking to see if you guys have anybody around you that you guys may be committed to, or somebody who feels like they're committed to y'all. All right, so Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. All right. Let's say with somebody with an attractive, I did say you had like an attractive body, right? Like that's one way you should really know that person, because they do have like a body where you're like, oh, that's sexually attractive. I find him, her, you know what I mean, cute, or you know what I mean, sexy. All right, so Aquarius. What's up there, Sheena? Hey, Carmen. All right, so Aquarius, who has our eye on you? I seen 8th house, so it could be a Scorpio. This may be somebody you guys had an unexpected connection that went deeper than what you expected it to go. Could have been taboo, could have been secretive. All right, this is somebody who's strategic with you guys, or is trying to be strategic with you guys. Could be a Sag, could be a Pisces, It's going to be somebody who represents a big deal in your life. Could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio. It's an aggressive, assertive person. So this is somebody who, some of y'all, you're going to hear from them on a Tuesday or a Thursday, or you're going to have an interaction with them on a Tuesday or a Thursday. Today's a Thursday, so maybe today. Today may be the day that you guys interact with them or you guys run across them. All right. Hey, what's up there, Kay? Hey, Misi. Okay, so there's somebody who desires you guys and they're determined to have you. All right, it could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Leo. It's maybe somebody who stays at a short distance from you guys. All right, they want to be generous with you. So whoever it is keeping tabs on y'all wants to be generous, or it has more like a generous spirit. You know what I mean? Where they like to see everybody around them happy. They're a patient person. I got Queen of Swords again. So Queen of Swords. All right, well, I don't know. I don't feel like you cut this person off in this vibe. So who is this person? It's somebody who be giving you advice sometimes. This be sometimes somebody who give you unsolicited advice. Like, I didn't ask for that. Like, why are you telling me this? So this may be somebody who, like, just says one or two things when they want. Maybe they can, I don't know. Sometimes they can be a little harsh with the way they deliver stuff, like the way they communicate. They like to give off like harsh. You said some free advice. They like to give off some hard truths at times. It's like somebody who feels like they're doing you a justice or doing you a service by telling you like it is. So this is somebody who, at this point, this may be somebody who feels like you're keeping your distance with them. You're not talking to them. I got Two of Swords. You're not talking to them. You block them. Or this may be somebody you guys aren't talking to. You block them. But I didn't really feel like y'all cut them off. But maybe you did. I guess. With the Nine of Wands, I don't know. I guess. Maybe. Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords, Nine of Wands. This may be somebody you guys don't want to really be bothered by. Or if it's not you not wanting to be bothered by this person, this is somebody who doesn't really want to bother you, but wants to have a conversation, because we got the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords, and that Three of Swords in reverse is usually about vulnerability or opening up. So this is somebody who wants to open up or wants to communicate with y'all, but they may feel either one that y'all ignoring them, or they may feel that you guys maybe are done with them. I got Two of Cups. So this is somebody who wants to pursue a relationship with y'all. Eight of Swords. But I guess you make them nervous, or they're like afraid of like opening up and expressing themselves around you. I guess around you. So this may be somebody who takes you very seriously, doesn't want to bother you, doesn't want to but they also don't want to miss out. So why are they keeping tabs on you? Because some of y'all, if it's a past person that you may have cut off, you blocked, you stopped talking to, you started ignoring, or some shit like that, you know what I mean? Then it's just somebody who's they're afraid of coming back because they're kind of afraid that you may cut them off for good. So they're probably coming up with a strategy about like how to come to terms or how to come to like a peaceful resolution between the both of you. Because I'm looking at Three of Swords and the Two of Swords. There's a Five of Swords upright and a Five of Swords in reverse. Because we got Two of Swords upright, Three of Swords reverse. So I look at it in both ways in this position at this point. You know what I mean? I'm getting it both ways. So they probably want to talk things out between y'all, come to a more peaceful resolution. They want to say things to you in a way that kind of makes you like lower your guard, lower your boundaries with them. Maybe be a little bit more like friendly towards them, maybe more communicative with you. This could be somebody who wants to be in a relationship or wants to approach you. If it's like a person who's interested in you romantically, this person who wants to approach you, but maybe afraid that you're in a relationship. So they could just be spying and just checking to see, again, kind of like Pisces, seeing if you guys are invested in anybody. Because this is somebody who takes you to be a big deal. All right, like they're possessive and jealous over you very quickly. So like this is somebody who finds you to be desirable, and then they don't want anybody else around you. They don't want anybody else entertaining you. So this is probably somebody who's going to probably, most likely, if you talk to this person or you end up talking to this person, they may just be talking just to talk. But I got the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords. They may be talking just to talk, trying to gauge you. You know what I mean? Gauge your interest, gauge how attracted you are. This may be somebody who feels like you overlook them if it's a newer person. Even maybe if it's a past person. I don't know, because this person gets jealous. They get jealous very quickly if they feel like you're like, I don't know, maybe entertaining other people. If they feel like other people are experiencing your personality, because they feel like you got a big personality or like a dope energy that like fills, like, I don't know, just I would say fills them up. So you give this person a lot of faith or give this person a lot of hope and optimism. So they keep tabs on y'all. This could be a leader of some sense, like a spiritual leader for some of y'all, or like a boss in some way, or somebody who's known to speak to a lot of people. They may be the one that gives a lot of like harsh truths and advice to everybody else. And they may be watching y'all, but like some of y'all, they may pretend that they don't watch y'all, pretend that they don't see y'all. This may be somebody who tries to ignore you, but like really doesn't want to ignore you, really wants to be friends with you, really wants to be a lot more social or friendly, like, you know what I mean, cordial with you, really wants to have some type of connection to you, but they're afraid of making the first move or taking the first action. It's normally a very assertive person, though, a very aggressive person, a very confident person. So this is normally somebody who gets what they aim for. But with you, they may be unsure with the Five of Swords, I mean, with the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords and the Nine of Wands. They may be unsure because they may feel like you have high expectations, or that you're like not somebody they can just give anything to or just say anything to. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. Some of y'all, they kind of want to play. I get that vibe of like wanting to play, wanting to talk, you know what I mean, wanting to express themselves around you guys, not wanting to be ignored anymore. Maybe they want to ask you questions, you know what I mean? Like they want to get past a certain point with y'all. With the Nine of Wands, they feel like it's at a tipping point, meaning that they know it's about to go somewhere, but where, they're not really quite sure, especially with the Two of Swords. They're really not quite sure, you know what I mean? And the Eight of Swords, they really haven't figured it out just yet. Some of y'all, they feel like the relationship has a deeper meaning, but they don't really know what the meaning is of the relationship. They just know that they enjoy the connection that y'all may have, if you have a connection. If you don't really have a connection, then they're probably just kind of idolizing or wondering what the relationship would be like, and they're kind of afraid of like taking a risk. Because some of y'all, they may have recently ended a relationship, and then others of y'all, they just are like afraid of losing or afraid of it going wrong, afraid of your rejection. Because the Queen of Swords is here with the Three of Swords. They may be more afraid of losing and like what you may say to them. You know what I mean? So they just may just have their eye on you. You know what I mean? Like, I find you attractive, but I don't want to say nothing because I don't want you to like ignore me. I don't want you to block me. I don't want to like deal with the scrutiny of like rejection. I don't want like, because this may be somebody, I don't know. I'm about to say some of y'all, maybe somebody you guys see regularly with the Eight of Swords, maybe. Or this is somebody who thinks about you regularly. Whoever it is thinks about you a lot with the Eight of Swords for sure. They think about y'all regularly. That's ruminating thoughts. They think about a relationship with y'all. If it's a past person, it's a past person who feels like they be missing out. You know what I mean? And they don't really know what to do to get you back on the board or get you back, like to lower your guard again with them. You know what I mean? So anyway, it could be a Sag, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Pisces, Sag. Okay, that wasn't all of them. I was like, is that all the signs? It wasn't. Okay, cool. It was close, though. Okay, I didn't say Leo. All right, cool. All right, I was just making sure. What's up there, bro? What's up, C Mac? All right, we on Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn. Who's keeping tabs on y'all? I seen the 7th house and I seen Jupiter, so it's gonna be a big deal partnership or somebody who you guys are in a partnership with, if you're in a relationship. Otherwise, this would be somebody who's gonna be a big deal to y'all. Got conjunction, so it's somebody who probably wants a relationship, or it could be somebody who's in a relationship. You know, we gotta look at that. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Libra, could be a Sag, Pisces. All right, so this is a structured, responsible person. So some of y'all, this may be somebody you guys, there's an obstacle to being in a relationship with them, or this is somebody who's looking for obstacles that like may stop y'all from being in a connection with them. You know what I mean? It's a very mature person though. So most likely they're older, but if they're not older, this is just somebody who may seem to have their stuff together, or at least be in like, I don't know, just be on the ball in some way. They have discipline, you know what I mean? It could be a Virgo. It's somebody who works a lot. It could be a Leo. So it's maybe somebody who has a regular schedule, like a planned out schedule, like a day by day. It's the same thing, most likely. With the Eight of Pentacles, they run the same schedule day to day. You know what I mean? They may do manual labor for some. So this could be like construction. This could be like maybe what I do. Maybe a creator, but I don't really feel like it. Maybe though, but it could be possible. Like they have structure, or they have like I don't know. It's somebody who wants to build intimacy though, wants to build trust. All right, wants to like work around y'all, work with y'all maybe. So it could be a Leo, Virgo. Can we get some cards out? Gemini. So some of y'all, somebody you guys had to end ending with. If not, this is somebody who wants to have an extended conversation. They talk a lot. With the Ten of Swords, it's somebody who talks a lot. They can run shit into the ground. Like if you guys get ready to like talk, you guys could talk for a while. You're like, damn. Like we didn't even need to like, why are we still talking about this? Or why, like you can talk about multiple things though, but like why are we still talking? So there's maybe somebody who like can go from subject to subject. I think they just want to have a conversation with you, just want to talk. So this is somebody who's probably trying to get over a grudge between y'all, or you may have had like I don't know, let's say a sour taste in your mouth about this person. But with the Sun here, somebody who makes you happy, or you make them very happy. All right, so signs we finally got out here, like valid signs now, are gonna be Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, Gemini. Yep, okay. All right, so it's really the same signs. Nothing really changed. There was a Pisces earlier, but you know what I mean? Whatever. All right, so anyway, it's going to be somebody, some of y'all, maybe somebody who wants to have a relationship with y'all, but may feels that it's complicated. You may have a complicated relationship with this person. If that's the case, it's somebody who wants to work together with y'all, or wants to get on the same page, because you got Three of Pentacles. So they may invite themselves into your life shortly, or invite themselves into something that you're doing, or they may invite you into something that they're doing. One of the two, or they're just going to message you out of nowhere and then be just talking. So this is somebody who's keeping their eyes on you, but with the Page of Wands, this is somebody who falls in love very quickly. So this is somebody, some of y'all with the Sun here, I definitely feel like this is somebody you guys would find attractive. We got the Sun and the Page of Wands. So this may be somebody you guys, some of y'all, because of the Ten of Swords, this could be a difficult, this could be like a complex situation. So this may be like a relationship where y'all fall in and out of love. For now, some of y'all though, with the Page of Wands, they may be angry with y'all, upset with y'all. We got Ten of Swords and the Page of Wands in reverse. They could be upset with y'all. If you guys are in a relationship, they could be jealous of that. If you guys aren't in a relationship, then this would be somebody who's maybe upset that you guys haven't started a relationship or haven't gotten a relationship off the ground the way that they feel like it. So they may want to talk about that. There may be an extended conversation about the relationship dynamic. You know what I mean? So there's somebody who, I don't know, they're happy about you, so I can't even say that. I think there's somebody who wants exclusivity with you, though. I'm really kind of picking that vibe up. You know what I mean? If not exclusivity, they want like to know you on a deeper level. They want to be around you guys. They want to have more access to you or more privileges with you than other people do. So there's maybe somebody who, for some of y'all, it's maybe somebody who plans to treat you guys better than they treat other people, or plans to treat you better than they've ever treated you before, if it was a past connection. So they may be keeping tabs on you because it's somebody who wants to come into your life to increase the quality of life. So like if you guys are having a hardship, if you guys are having a complex situation, if you're having difficulty with this person, if there was like, just like, I don't know, if there was just issues, repeated issues, like repeated patterns between the both of y'all, then they want to end that and then want to have a talk about it. It's an extensive talk too with this Ten of Swords and this Ten of Pentacles. All right, because they feel like this would be like the last talk. This would be the talk to end all talks. Like we won't have to have any more talks after that. So there's maybe somebody who's trying to bring you guys good news. In their mind, it's intended to be good news. So it may be like an invite as a way of trying to, like, you know, maybe clear things up between y'all. Like maybe come over, come to a party, come hang out. You know, maybe they just be a little bit more playful than normal because of the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is like somebody who acts out. So they may just be wanting to be playful for a while and just kind of like talk some redundant shit with this Ten of Swords. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who's been watching you guys for a minute too with the Ten of Swords. It's exhaustion. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they are creative because we got the Magician here and the Sun. So if they're not a creator, they take very nice pictures or at least make themselves look very nice when they're around you. So they may do themselves up a little bit. If it's a woman, she dolls herself up a little bit or does her hair or makeup. If it's a guy, he maybe puts on, like, you know, clothes that are more flattering, or, you know, maybe exposes his body a little bit more. They also kind of like talk in a way where, like, you know, you guys be happy. The vibe look like it's going to be good vibe if you deal with this person. So you guys probably enjoy being around each other. You guys probably inspire each other. This is somebody who's keeping tabs on you because with the Ten of Wands, I mean, Ten of Swords and the Page of Wands reverse, some of y'all, they don't feel as inspired when you're not around. So maybe you guys haven't interacted with each other in a while. There could be like, I don't know, maybe because sometimes it's no distance. Maybe it is. Maybe it is distance. Maybe it is distance. This person feels like it was a failure, that things didn't work out between y'all. So maybe like they started talking to y'all, y'all started talking to them, or you guys started entertaining each other, or maybe you invited them somewhere, or they invited you somewhere. They kind of feel like it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go where they thought it was going to go. It didn't happen how they expected it to happen or how they planned it to happen. So, I don't know. They're trying to create. I don't know. They're trying to make the best of the situation between y'all. That's what they're keeping tabs on. So some of y'all, I think they're trying to create an opportunity to express maybe more joy around you, to be a lot more lighthearted, a lot more playful. I think they want y'all to be around them so they can like invite you to do something. So this is somebody who's trying to manifest you into their life with the Magician and the Sun and the Page of Wands. They want a relationship with y'all with the Ten of Pentacles. You know what I mean? So maybe this is somebody who had a long-term relationship that they just recently ended. Maybe they've been married prior. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, these are co-workers. Let me tell y'all this story too, because like I was giving y'all a romantic line there. But let me tell you this story about your co-workers. All right. Co-workers don't like y'all. Got Ten of Swords, Page of Wands in reverse. These are people who are usually jealous of y'all. So this might be people who feel like you outshine them, or people who feel like you guys are maybe like too arrogant, a show off, cocky, not able to be like hard to deal with, hard to have around. They don't like your personality. Co-workers. It's probably because they feel like you guys draw a lot of attention. You know what I mean? And they feel like you guys just be doing what you want to do. Maybe they feel like you guys are a little bit rambunctious. I'm about to say maybe you guys are like, I don't know, you have an issue with like realistic, maybe boundaries, or you have an issue with like realistic, I don't know, your expectations at work or something like that. You have like unrealistic expectations at work or something like that. So these maybe people who are kind of fed up with y'all, annoyed by y'all, and a little bit envious towards y'all at this point. You know what I mean? But they want to work around y'all because they feel like they can make more money by working with you or being around you. So these may be people who hang out anyway because you maybe have all the resources, maybe you have all the status, maybe you have a house, maybe you have, I don't know, maybe you have a great job, maybe you have whatever shit is. They're not, I mean, I'm not gonna say they're not fond of you. I'm gonna say that it's mildly jealous, because with the sun here, it's like they still like you. Like, so I said they didn't like you at first, but like maybe it's just a feel, because like it comes and goes. The sun is here, it comes and goes. Like maybe just when they see you, you know what I mean? Like this bitch sexy, or this dude handsome, or this guy's talented, or this girl is amazing. You know what I mean? Like they want to work with you, but like at the same time, it may be a complexity, because some of y'all maybe you don't want to work with them, maybe you don't talk to them. You don't communicate with them. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't play with them the way that you play with them. Because like this is somebody who wants your admiration or wants your attention. So you may not be giving this to your coworkers. You may not be like, good job, Dan. Good job, Sarah. You may not be telling them this shit. They may want that shit from y'all. You know what I mean? Ten of Swords is here. People want to have an extended conversation with you so that they can feel like they know you better. So they kind of want to know you, want to like, maybe you don't talk to them outside of work. You know what I mean? Like if it be work, you be like, I said, you don't really talk too much about personal shit. So somebody who's keeping tabs on you, because a lot of y'all, they want to be in your business. You know what I mean? They want to kind of know what you guys get up to. Like, what do you do for fun? Because some of y'all, they want to invite themselves into that, and then they want to invite you into that. So, all right. Anyway. And then there's like a last little story, because I was kind of getting this vibe. Some of this could be somebody who's in a relationship who may be like doing something behind their partner's back. This may be somebody who fell in love with y'all like on sight instantly. So they may be trying to do stuff with you together. This could be somebody else, could be co-worker, but if not, it's somebody you guys see regularly. With the Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, it's somebody you guys see regularly. They're going to create an opportunity for y'all, and I really feel like they're in a relationship. But if they're not in a relationship, then this may be like the Ten of Swords. Like I said, for me in this vibe with the Ten of Pentacles, it could be behind somebody else's back. So like this could be like, just an example. It don't have to be this way, but like let's say that you had like a ex-boyfriend and your friend dates him, or you had like a your ex-boyfriend had a friend who likes you. This could be something like that, where they try to invite you guys to do something. Like, hey, you want to go to the mall? You want to go to the movies? You want to do this, that, and the third with you? It's something like that. I get that, because it's somebody who's being clever or being a little bit like sneaky with you to get the relationship between y'all. You know what I mean? So if they're not like a friend behind somebody else's back that you know, or it's not behind somebody else's back that if you don't know them, then you don't know them. But like it may be behind somebody else's back, or there may be some type of complication, like something that like shouldn't be happening. Like say you guys are coworkers, you guys shouldn't be dating each other or something like that. Maybe against company policy or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, I was about to say they deal with titles, liens, insurance. Maybe they're in the legal field or something like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, it could be a Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo. Yep. Okay. It's a younger person for the most part. Most of y'all, they're younger. But we did have a magician, so they could be a little bit older. It may also be somebody who has a large family. This is like if this was like romantic, this may be somebody you guys viewed as like off limits, or you view them as like upper echelon. Like not everybody gets to have this opportunity with this person. So this person is keeping tabs on y'all because they may want exclusivity to y'all, or they may want access to you that nobody else has. You know what I mean? So they may want to date y'all in a more serious manner. All right. So Sagittarius. All right, let's see. Sagittarius, who has their eye on you? What's up there, Ashley? Said Capricorns don't shit where you eat. You love money too much. That'd be true. That do be true. All right, so Sagittarius. Ooh, who has their eye on you? It's gonna be somebody who's very attractive. Could be an Aries. Somebody who's vain. Has a lot of energy to him too. So some of y'all is maybe somebody you guys know from your childhood. If not, this is somebody who wants to have a relationship with y'all. They're passionate about the connection between y'all, if you already have a connection. If you don't, then this is somebody who's passionate about building some type of foundation between y'all. Could be a Libra, Aries, Taurus. So somebody who's attractive in their facial features and somebody who's attractive in their physical body. So it's somebody who wants to assert themselves with you guys. All right. Now they may be a business owner, or they may just like do very well financially. Maybe they have a nice business, or they, some of y'all, the 11th house could be like they deal with like, I would say deeds, titles, loans, but that's normally not what that means. But they usually deal with like negotiations, contracts. They deal with money. So it's maybe somebody who either has a high-paying job or a decent-paying job, or this is somebody who works very hard for their money. You know what I mean? But they're also very like generous, or like, you know, they give. You know what I mean? But it's somebody who's into their appearance. They're very attractive. You'll like their appearance. All right. They're also very possessive over their partners. So yeah, I got 8 of Wands. So this somebody may have an accent or has like a slow tone, like a low volume, the way they communicate. Maybe around you, they just change their voice. You know what I mean? Even if it's a man or a woman, their voice kind of gets lower. So maybe they have like a deeper voice, or they have like, I don't know, just the way that they talk. If it's not foreign, it's just maybe as an accent, or just the way that they talk. What's up there, Giovanna? Hey there, 7K. All right. 7 of Cups. All right. So this is somebody who doesn't even know what they really want. They may just be feeling tempted by you. You may be like their obsession. Right? Yeah, Queen of Wands. They just find you to be attractive. That's all they're keeping tabs on you for. They just find you to be attractive. This is somebody who's vain. They're into their appearance. They find you to be attractive. You're beautiful, whatever. So it could be a Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Libra, Taurus. Let me see, one more. Yep, Libra, Cancer. You got different people. Got their eyes on y'all. You got 2 different people. All right, these are in the 10 of Cups, Star, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, Sag, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Aries, and Pisces, Sag, Taurus. All right, so this is somebody who wants to share with y'all. So some of y'all, this may be somebody who is keeping up with y'all because they feel like you guys may be a status symbol. Like relationship with you would be like a status symbol. We got a 10 of Cups here, so they may imagine having some type of relationship with you. This may be somebody who's people. My bad. Let me say people who have already played the relationship with y'all to be like marriage material. So they're keeping tabs on y'all. All right. Now some of y'all, maybe somebody you guys are married to. I don't know, or somebody you guys had a significant relationship with. You know what I mean? This may be somebody who like indulges in pleasure. Like they don't know how. I'm about to say they don't know how to keep their hand out the cookie jar. So like if this is somebody who you guys would like deal, maybe they could overeat sometimes, or this could be like somebody who like does stuff that they probably shouldn't be doing, and you be catching them with the Queen of Swords and the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. You be catching them doing dumb shit, or you be like seeing what they be doing, and they be thinking they get away with it. You didn't. I seen you. You know what I mean? So it could be somebody along the lines of that, or this is somebody who be catching you when you be doing stuff. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is somebody who wants to express themselves with the star here, and they want like to heal the connection between y'all, to do it over. They want to talk. I would say they want to talk it out. That's whoever says wants to talk it out and wants to like release maybe a grudge, let go of resentment. This 7 of Cups though, they don't really know how this somebody was overwhelmed by their feelings, so they may make you feel overwhelmed by their feelings. Because with the Queen of Wands and the 7 of Cups, sometimes they can make situations seem bigger than what it is, like just to get you on their side. So I kind of feel like it's somebody who's good at talking and good at explaining stories, even making stories up. You know what I mean? So that so that you feel like you can be on their side or trust in them. I don't know. But anyway, they take a lot of good pictures. I will say that. Whoever says takes good pictures, they're attractive. I was going to say they're kind of lean. So it's maybe somebody who's like, with Queen of Wands, they may be physically active. So they may run marathons. They may work out, walk, jog, eat well. They have like an active lifestyle, whoever says. They could also be very professional, and like I get like a leaner body though. And they may have, for some reason I was about to say they may have like hair on their arms, or a hair like a hairier body. If they're not hairier, they just like hair is a big thing for them. So whoever says has hair. If they don't have hair, then like, well, I mean, we all have hair because we have hair on our arms, we got hair on our face if you're a man most times. So maybe they just, I don't know, maybe if they don't have hair, then they have hair somewhere that they take care of, you know what I mean? Or they're just like really hairy. I'm thinking arms, legs, back, chest. Like this may be somebody who's hairy in that light, you know what I mean? Even if they're not necessarily like super hairy, but I kind of get the vibe that they're hairy. So I don't know, you know what I mean? Hair is a big thing. So they may have like real curly, frilly hair, or they may have like, I don't know, very straight blonde hair. Hair is a big thing. All right. Anyway, just somebody who wants to have stability with y'all. So if y'all had a separation or ending, then they like to heal it, talk it out. You know what I mean? Come to some type of conclusion between the both of y'all. They may at this moment, this person wants to like let their guard down, or like not be as defensive towards you anymore. They find you just to be attractive. Like this is somebody who just finds you like to be the bee's knees. You know what I mean? They look at you as the best option right now, the best choice. Like nobody else right now is fitting the bill with you, and it's your appearance at this moment. So you guys may equally find each other to be attractive, and they're like, yo, we should be together. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So if you guys had a breakup, this is somebody who is not done. They're not broken up with you. You may have broke up with them, but they did not break up with you. If this is somebody who's like newer, this is somebody who wants to like express how they feel about you and get your attention on them. You know, they already kind of idolize a relationship between y'all just because you're attractive. You know what I mean? So they may want to do something together just to kind of increase the security or create some type of foundation between y'all. They want to cultivate some type of connection between y'all. You know what I mean? So they're keeping tabs on y'all right now. Most of y'all, they may have ended a relationship recently, or they just may be afraid of like you saying no, or afraid of your rejection. So like they're just getting like, I don't know, what do they say? Just getting research on you, or just getting like information about you right now. You know what I mean? With the star here, they got high hopes of a relationship between y'all, or having some type of experience with you. That's what I will say. All right. They may kind of, some of y'all, they may view you guys as like financially stable or financially mature or like financially literate. Like you may know about money and stuff like that. So you may know about like investments, or this may be somebody who knows that with the Queen of Swords. They may know about investments, and they kind of figure like together our finances could do good. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they may be kind of like keeping up with that, seeing how you do. This is somebody who's like in love with your self-image, your personality. They're in love with you as you. With the ace with the first house, these are people who like you for you. They like you past. It's like normally I would say superficial, Ebby, but like it ain't superficial. These are people who like you for you. Like you don't even got to be that great. You know what I'm saying? You don't even got to be that educated, or you don't got to be that attractive. You're attracted to this person, but you don't got to be all like you think you need to be. You don't have to be on top of your shit for this person to like you. You know what I'm saying? So could be a Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Sag, Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Sag, Taurus, Libra, Aries. Also, I wanted to say this person does have an attractive body too. With the star here, they most likely work out, or they most likely take care of their body. This is somebody who like make sure they keep themselves up. That might be like, you know what I mean? That might be how they draw partners in. You know what I mean? I feel like they have like an active lifestyle in some way. All right. Yeah. So anyway, that's it. You know what I want to say? I don't think they posted any recent pictures lately, but this may be like somebody for this could just be like for a few of y'all, but they may be posting a lot of like carousels. Like usually that's a woman thing, but like men, I mean men can do it too, because I've seen Drewski just do it. So like, you know, people could do it, men do it. So like they may drop a lot of carousels, or they may drop a lot of like pictures daily. Maybe they post a lot on their story or some shit like that. I don't know, somebody who like likes to be stimulated emotionally. They like the highs and lows when it comes to relationships. So it's probably somebody you guys break up with, get back together with, and go through that bullshit. All right. They don't know what they want romantically though. He said he's not all that reformed though. I bet he ain't. So this morning I was supposed to take my daughter to the dentist this morning. That was my plan. Like they text me, they sent me all the emails. They like, yeah, I mean, they sent me all the messages like, yo, you supposed to take your daughter to the. They didn't say you supposed to take your daughter, but they like Zaria has a dentist appointment because she's getting braces and whatnot. So like, okay, cool. So you know what I mean? I always take her to the dentist. So I never thought no reason for me not to take her to the dentist. But anyway, this morning I guess her mom wants to take her to the dentist. Okay, cool. So she goes and takes her. Now I don't mind, but like every time she take her, they never get along. They always be arguing and stuff, and especially in the morning. Who wants to go through that shit? Who the fuck cares? But anyway, so I guess they're going through it right now. I'm just looking at the text messages she has sent me on my phone. It says, "Bro, next time you're taking me to the dentist because she's starting already." I'm the more patient parent. I'll be chilling, babe. All right. So anyway, Scorpio. Let me say, Scorpio, who has their eye on you? All right. So, again, this is somebody who's looking for a relationship with y'all. Could be an Aries. Now, I don't know. This is somebody who's, like, going to be more passionate about the relationship than you guys. If it's a past person, it's a past person who's going to be more passionate about the connection than they were in the past. Because we got renewal. If not, if it's a newer person, it's going to be somebody who's very intense. All right. So they may be, like, very aggressive, very assertive. Very secretive too, but like they be out where you can see them at. So like this may be somebody who makes like subtle but like direct, I don't know, communication with you, or like makes like strong eye contact with you. So it could be an Aries. All right, it could be a Scorpio. All right, so this may be somebody who you guys also have like, I don't know, you may feel feelings towards this person instantly when you're around this person. Doesn't mean that you have to find them like, I mean, you can find them to be attractive, but like, it doesn't mean that you have to find them to be, like, you don't feel like you have to be in love. You can just find this person to be attractive, and it could be a strong like desire to be around this person, or this is somebody who's feeling that way about you. Now, there's also another little storyline that I'm kind of picking up, because whenever we got Aries and we got Scorpio energy, this could be somebody who's also jealous of you. So it doesn't have to just be romance. This may also be somebody who's jealous of you. They may either be jealous of a relationship that you're in, or this is somebody who has a relationship that they're jealous about. You know what I mean? Now, if you have a relationship, this may be a relationship that they themselves desire to have, either your partner or that type of dynamic that you have. You may have like more power over or more influence or more power over your partners or over your romantic connections. You know what I mean? So this could be somebody who's jealous about that. Like, this would be like, say you're a woman and you got a man that provides, or you have a man that like goes with whatever you want him to go with. And this would be somebody who like feels competitive towards you and tries to one up you sometimes. Like, maybe they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, so they maybe tell you stories about like, I don't know, their successes. Oh, I had this experience, I had that experience, but really they're jealous of your experiences because theirs don't really feel as like emotionally fulfilling. So there's maybe somebody who like, I don't know, they're very competitive. Whoever says very competitive, they may secretly compete with you, but they're keeping tabs on y'all. All right. So I think some of y'all, they're in a relationship. If not, it's somebody who's competing with you for relationships. And then if it's somebody who's interested in you, then it's somebody who's like wanting to compete for your attention. They want to have a partnership. They want an equal give and take. This may be somebody who's very compatible with y'all too. And if it's a newer person, then it's going to be somebody who represents a big change in your romantic life, or wants to make a big change. They would be a life-changing connection if they were to come into your life. What's up there, Alicia? And what's up there, Enigmatic One? All right, so some of y'all, you may have met this person in June or in the summer. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Leo. It's a possessive person. This is somebody who's keeping tabs on y'all because they want to possess y'all. We got four of Pentacles. This is somebody who's possessive. They already marked you as their territory. All right, so that's really what it is. All right, could be a Aries, could be a Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Sag. Vain person. This is vain. So some of y'all, somebody you guys had an ending with, or a separation, or not really ending. Let me say it could be an ending because we do got the Pluto. So if it's somebody you guys had an ending with, it's somebody who like regrets maybe being closed off to you, or regrets maybe being, let's say, frugal, or being so like selfish. I get that vibe too. With the Four of Swords, they've learned. So some of y'all, this is somebody who's keeping tabs on you now because they feel like you guys are satisfied. They feel like people are fighting for your approval, or people are fighting for your attention, or they feel like you guys are, I don't know, some of y'all, they may feel like you guys are mad at them. I don't know. They may feel like there's a lot of competition for you. So there's somebody who's viewing you guys as like, with the Five of Wands, there's somebody who's viewing you guys as a trophy, or viewing you guys as some type of success. Like having a relationship with you is like represents a success to them. You know what I mean? So they're keeping tabs on you guys at this moment because this may be somebody who's into like being partners romantically. And if this is like I said, if we're going back to that story where this is like somebody who's competing over you guys, this is somebody who feels like their life isn't going as well. They may be counting your blessings more than theirs. They may feel like you guys are like happy, successful, content, not going through the same hardships, or not going through the same mistakes that they're having. Somebody, they feel like this is a mistake. There was a mistake, not maybe building some type of foundation or some type of trust with you. If this was like somebody who you guys maybe once competed against, like let's say it's a coworker, or it's like a friend, or I don't know, a neighbor, or whoever. Let's just say it's somebody like that. Because the Four of Swords, this could be somebody who's like healing. Maybe they had surgery. Like this could be somebody who had surgery, like maybe like plastic surgery, BBL, breast surgery, breast augmentation. Maybe they could have had fucking dental. They could have had dental. This may be somebody who like had some type of injury that they had to heal recently. So that may be also how you know this person. They could fucking be getting over a cold, for all I know. They look successful though with the Nine of Cups. It's somebody who looks like they have it all together. It looks like their life is going well, but they're really counting your blessings at this moment if it's not romantic. And if it's romantic, it's somebody who wants to conquer y'all, because we also got the Emperor, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Cups. It's somebody who views you guys as a conquest, or views you guys as like they would like to have the experience with y'all, even if it's just temporary satisfaction. It's maybe just somebody who wants to lay y'all down. They may have like a lot of sexual desire for y'all. You know what I mean? It's somebody probably kind of shy, like they're vain. So this may be somebody who doesn't really have to like be assertive with people. Remember how I said earlier that they may be like subtle, or like secretive, strategic with their like aggression, or with like I said, they can give you strong eye contact, but this may not be somebody who takes action, because I don't get no action. I don't get no action here. No cards that do action. None. None, except for the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands could be like witty banter. So you guys may go kind of go back and forth with this person, jokingly play with this person from time to time. If it's like romantic, you may joke and play with this person, or this person likes to like, you know, start trouble. They may be a little trouble starter from time to time. They like a little drama, they like a little spice. You know what I mean? But anyway, some of y'all, this person's keeping tabs on y'all because they may be afraid that you guys aren't really like, I don't know, open to the connection between y'all, or maybe they may feel like you guys are like, I don't know, maybe you left them with an open-ended question. So they may be keeping tabs on you because maybe it's made them question something. Like maybe you said something to them and it's like an open-ended question and they're like thinking about it now in hindsight. Because that's what that Four of Swords is. Like it's thinking about it in hindsight. Like, I wonder what she meant by that, or I wonder what he meant by that. You know what I mean? So I get that. But anyway, somebody who feels like there's a lot of competition for y'all romantically. And this is somebody who has like a lot of intense, deep feelings for y'all. More so about possession opposed to like emotionally loving and caring for you. You're more like a property to this person, or you're more like I said, a trophy to this person, or like, you know, a fulfilling emotional connection. Just the experience would be fulfilling to them, not necessarily having to go any further than that. But with the Pluto energy, they do intend to stay around for a while anyway, though. You know what I mean? So I don't really get that. Could be somebody you guys went through like the connection between y'all has evolved. Maybe at one time this person had more authority, had more, let's say, status over you, had more influence than you, had more say-so in the relationship than you. In this case, and this is somebody who like doesn't have that anymore. You now have it. You know what I mean? And they become aware of it with the Four of Swords and the Five of Cups. They realize that now, like, damn, you have a lot more like power than I do. You have a lot more success than I do. You have a lot more to be like grateful than I do, more blessings than I do. So that's what they're looking at. Or you have a lot more like emotional satisfaction, or more options, opportunities to date for romance than I do. So this could be that little line there too. All right. Anyway, could be a Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Sag, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Sag, Aries, Scorpio. Is that all the signs? No, but it was close. It was close though. Damn. All right, so who's keeping tabs on y'all? I was gonna keep it towards like romance, but like even in the midst of doing it, I kept seeing more than just romance. There's a lot of people that be keeping their eyes on y'all, especially if y'all be online. People be watching you, you don't even know they watching. They just be looking, eye hustling. Like what Kitty got going on? What Nick Maddox got going on? What 7K got going on? Where's C Mac at? I ain't seen him in a minute. What's up there, Davisha? Oh, okay, here we go. Boom. Mercury. All right, so who's got their eye on you right now? Somebody who wants to talk to y'all. Somebody who wants to call y'all. It's somebody who romanticizes you guys a lot. All right, this could be also somebody who like says they say the right things. Whoever says all the right things. So this could be somebody who's wanting to make up with y'all. Because I got the diplomat. You know what I mean? This could be somebody who's big into communication. It could be a writer. Could be a poet. Could be a speaker. Or they're just really romantic and flirty in the way that they communicate. Could be a Gemini. Could be a Virgo. Could be a Pisces. Could be an Aquarius. All right. I'm about to say this. Maybe somebody who also spaces out a lot. I just say they may be a writer or a painter or something like that. They may be kind of artistic or artsy in a way. And this could sometimes be in the way that they dress. Like they may have like a little quirky way of dressing. Maybe they don't. I was thinking for real, I was thinking this person doesn't have like the greatest sense of fashion. Like their colors maybe not matching. Like imagine somebody wears like a purple shirt and like bright red pants. You know what I mean? Like the Haitian red pants. You know what I mean? Like imagine they had like a purple shirt and like, you know what I mean? The colors just don't match. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so this may not be like somebody who doesn't really have like a strong sense of fashion. They kind of do what they want to do. I don't know if you noticed that. You know what I mean? Anybody, it could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini. Somebody who wants to express their thoughts with y'all. They romanticize y'all. And it's somebody who's probably not your usual type with the Aquarius energy. They may not be your usual type. So this could be like maybe different race, different culture. Maybe just the way that you interact with them is different than how you normally interact with different people. They're attractive because of the Pisces energy, but they have more of like a younger aesthetic. So they may look younger or they are genuinely younger. Even if they're older, they look young. You know what I mean? They still look like they maybe did when they were 19, 20 or something like that. It's somebody who's got like a gentler features. All right. They're also very like opinionated. So this may be somebody you guys kind of go back and forth with, can talk a lot, and they can talk about a wide range of things. Anyway, if not, this is somebody who's just keeping tabs on you guys right now, trying to gain information about you guys. This is somebody who's very sensitive. So they already kind of like you. They have a crush on you. All right. This could be a Taurus. Somebody wants to. So what are they keeping tabs on you for? Hold on. Wait. I mean, what are they got their eye on you for? Because they want to invest in a relationship. Some of y'all, they're just checking to see if you guys are invested. Yeah, they're looking to see if there's competition for you. So this is somebody who's already like romanticized you, already finds you attractive. All right, they really want to be like kind of like be a shoe-in to have the relationship that they want with y'all, because this is somebody who fantasizes about the relationship with you. All right, Ace of Wands in reverse. So some of y'all is maybe somebody you guys aren't attracted to, or this could be like sometimes with the Six of Swords, and we got the World. This maybe like travel that could be involved. So maybe you guys haven't really like initiated or dealt with this person, or you're not really interested in like traveling to this person, or they're not really interested as much in traveling. I get short distance though, so I don't know. Maybe they have to travel to you then. So there's maybe somebody who's like that, who's maybe trying to like inspire you, maybe to come see them, or they're trying to inspire them, or you're trying to inspire them to come see you. I don't know. If that's not the case, then it's just somebody who some of y'all may not really be interested in renewing the connection with. You know what I mean? Or this, I don't know, but I got the Six of Swords in reverse. So if you guys aren't like interested in renewing the connection between y'all, you bullshitting. You playing, because it looked like you probably are. Because this is somebody who's trying to make up with y'all, make amends with y'all. You know what I mean? Trying to have more of a diplomatic approach to the connection, where they're going to try to maybe initiate with you, but come like in a detached way. Maybe even trying to make it seem like they're just being friendly, just being social. It's somebody who probably checks up on you guys from time to time with the Five of Wands. Like, it's because sometimes it can be like a friend, a coworker that sometimes like has like friendly competition with you. You know what I mean? With the Eight of Cups, I think it's somebody who like doesn't really know how to express their maybe aggression at times, or doesn't really know how to like. They don't look at you in a competitive way. If this is like a coworker or a friend, they don't look at you in a competitive way. They like investing in your relationship. You're really peaceful to this person, all right? And they're probably really peaceful, easy to get along with. They don't really cause any real trouble, because we got Five of Wands reverse. So somebody who doesn't really cause a lot of trouble in the Eight of Cups, they usually remove themselves before things get too like hostile, or before things get too like aggressive. So this is somebody who doesn't like fighting, doesn't like arguing, doesn't like going back and forth. They rather just remove themselves. Anyway, somebody who's interested in renewing the connection between y'all. So maybe they had some time to cool off, or had some time to like, you know, get away from the situation. And which in hindsight, which an Aquarian trait, in hindsight, they can think about maybe what the problem was, or what the issue was, or what you were saying. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they now want to like, I don't know, give their 2 cents, or want to invest now back into the relationship. Like, this is somebody who only wants to invest if they feel like there's no competition. If they feel like they have to like fight for your attention, or if they feel like they have to like fight to keep you in their life, they back away. This is somebody who backs away. So anyway, they're keeping tabs, or just like have their eye on you to see like how many people are invested in you. What's the competition looking like? They're staking out the competition. Like, what does the competition look like? So some of y'all are looking at, like, if you have a partner or people who are interested in you, they're looking to see what those people look like too. You know what I mean? They're getting as much information as they can. So this is somebody who like has a great memory. All right. So anyway, they may want to bring up stuff that y'all talked about in the past. Oh, it's a Five of Swords in reverse. Still, Five of Swords is like wanting to have a peaceful resolution, wanting to talk things out between y'all. You know, maybe they don't want to have the trouble between y'all, or drama between y'all anymore, or they don't want to have, I don't know, they don't want to fight with y'all anymore. So this somebody wants to initiate, but is afraid to initiate. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to fight, they don't want to argue, they don't want to have to like, you know what I mean? They want a peaceful conversation. It's somebody who likes you. They have a crush on y'all. So if it's like a newer person, if it's not like a past person that y'all had conflict with, if this is a newer person, who's just gauging you to see who you guys are invested in. All right, like to see who you guys are dealing with. Some of y'all, they could be leaner. Because when I see the Ace of Wands, I think of it as being leaner. And then with the World in reverse, they could have lost a lot of weight. Or this is somebody who like doesn't really feel comfortable in their body. So if they lost a lot of weight, they may not feel comfortable in their body just yet. Even if they didn't lose a lot of weight, just maybe somebody who like has fluctuations or changes in their body. So maybe they got pregnant, maybe they, I don't know, maybe they lost weight, maybe they gained weight. You know what I mean? Maybe they fluctuate with their weight. Maybe they lose it, then pick it back up. So there's maybe somebody who feels uncomfortable in their body. They could have been an ex-sports player, because I got the Five of Wands. Could have been an ex-sports player, or they could have like once played sports, or did some type of like active, maybe once a fighter, or once active in something like that. You know what I mean? People still give to them. People still invest in them. So it's not like this person is washed up. People still invest in them. I just feel like this maybe somebody who wants to come back around, and they don't want to they don't want to have to fight for their position. If it's a past person, they don't want to have to fight for their position. If it's a newer person, this isn't a person who wants to jump into like being part of your like rotation. This is somebody who does not want to be part of your rotation. So they're keeping the tabs on you to see who you're like maybe investing in, who you're really interacting with, who really interacts with you. Like, they're nosy like that. With the Mercury energy, it's somebody who's nosy like that, because like they idolize you. I already kind of see you as the best pick, the best choice, the best option, worthy of investment. So like, I want to know like who else likes you like I like you. You know what I mean? Because I see you like this. So who else likes you like I like you? So Yeah, you know what I mean? Anyway, if it's like I said, if it's a person that you guys haven't talked to in a while, then they're gonna start trying to be friendly with you guys and just trying to like, maybe be a little flirtatious, like throw it in there vaguely or like subtly, you know what I mean? Throw it in there, you know what I mean? Stop being as mean, stop being as like maybe standoffish with you. You're gonna get a lot more communication from them. All right, so it could be a Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, Sag, Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. All right, and Capricorn. Damn, my bad, y'all. And Capricorn. I don't know, Taji. It's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute. Make sure you hit that like though, Taji. Don't come in here asking about no Leos. This is a Capricorn channel. It just says Leo in the third house to bait y'all in. I baited you in. I knew Leos would like it. Anything that says Leo, Leos be like, I love that. I'm here for that. Yeah. I baited you in. This is a Capricorn channel. All right, so Virgo. Let me see, Virgo. Who's got their eye on you right now and why? Let me see. We got Leo. All right, could be a son or just somebody who's very attractive. So, who's got their eye on you? This is somebody who's popular. Somebody who's in the public eye. What's up there, Shay? Somebody who's in the public eye. Somebody gets a lot of attention. They're known. They got recognition. Everybody knows them or notices them. Could be a Capricorn. Could be a Leo. Could be a Cancer. So this is somebody who wants to be in their personal power or is like inspired by you. Some of y'all is at work. So maybe it's like coworkers, people from your job. If not, these are higher up people that are keeping tabs on y'all at this moment. All right. These are also probably people who feel like akin to you or feel like they recognize you. They notice you. Maybe they recognize you in the same position as them or recognize. I don't know. Maybe this is people who they have a reputation. Right? Could be a reputation for getting a lot of like comfort. Could be a reputation for being a high achiever, very successful. I just feel like they're in the public eye. So even if they don't have a reputation for being that, people know them. You know what I mean? People know them as maybe being attractive. People know them as maybe being popular. People know them as being somebody that is easy to get along with, but also very moody. So this maybe somebody who's also very moody. Even if it's a man, they're kind of feminine. All right, like very cold, dismissive, opinionated. Cause I've seen the Two of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So they're very cold, dismissive, opinionated. It could be a Sag, Pisces, but like they're not cold. They're just dismissive. So like, because the sun showed up first, so this isn't somebody who's cold or really dismissive as it would appear. I got Nine of Pentacles. So why are they keeping tabs on y'all? Because some of y'all are tired of doing stuff on their own. Or tired of being single. I got the Nine of Swords in reverse. I got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So there's somebody who's like at a tipping point. Some of y'all are tired of being alone, so they may be looking at you as the most valuable option. That's probably why they're keeping tabs on you. This could be somebody who's very popular into their appearance, vain partner. They may be nervous with y'all though. I got Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I think this is somebody who's used to depending on other people, either for their value, or this is somebody who's used to depending on other people for maybe resources. So they may like, it's maybe somebody, some of y'all that may live with y'all or like deal with y'all. But I feel like some of y'all is somebody who doesn't want to do it on their own, or is afraid of like being on their own, afraid of being independent, afraid of being single, afraid of maybe paying their own bills, maybe. You know what I mean? With the Ace of Cups, it's maybe somebody you guys don't share the same like feelings and emotions for, or y'all don't have, it's maybe an unrequited love at this point. So this may be somebody who feels like you may have other options or other choices in it, but they don't want to compete, but they want to interfere. So this is somebody who's like keeping tabs and maybe acts nonchalant, acts like they don't care, acts like they don't notice, acts like they're not even like bothered by you, but it's somebody who has a lot of reputation who feels like maybe you're not acknowledging them. That might be part of what it is. This is somebody who feels like they deserve your attention, feels like you need to notice me, feels like you need to offer me. Like, I don't know, if this is a woman, this is an entitled woman. This is a woman who feels like you need to reach out to her, feels like you need to like, I don't know, maybe heal the connection between y'all, because we've got the Four of Swords here, so this could be somebody who wants y'all to heal the connection between y'all. If this is a man who may want to reach out to y'all. They may be feeling confident enough to reach out and maybe put their hand, throw their hat in the ring. I got Ace of Cups, so but I really feel like it's a past person, most likely, or a past experience. Somebody you guys had a past experience with. Somebody who does not do any competition, though. They don't like to compete, but at this moment, they don't even know what they want from you. So I don't know why they're worried about competing. If you don't even know what you want, why you care about competition? You just want this person to just be what you want them to be right here, and then if I decide that I want this, then I won't have to compete for anything. So there may be somebody who's like that, who doesn't like if other people if other people are entertaining you or other people are interacting with you. You guys may not interact with each other anymore like that with the Five of Wands, Seven of Cups. You guys may not interact with them anymore. Like I was heard of no love loss. So this could be somebody who's in the public eye where it's like, oh well, you know, it is what it is. People know them, you know, or know him, her, you know what I mean? But it's like, oh well. You know what I mean? We had our experience. It is what it is. So I think it's somebody who's like annoyed that you guys aren't even like trying to initiate conversation or trying to talk to them or trying to renew the connection between y'all. Like this may have been somebody who felt like they were the best option or opportunity that you would have got with the 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 5 of Wands. They felt like it was no competition. That they were due for a shoe in. Like I feel like you was gonna want me, you was gonna take me. You know what I mean? So this could be somebody you guys are already comfortable with the Moon and the nine of Pentacles. Like you may have already been comfortable with this person, but I'm getting like a bunch of different stories about like who's keeping tabs on you, because it's like one person who like doesn't, either they want to be single or they don't want to be single. But if they want to be single, they're afraid of doing it on their own. They don't think they can do it on their own. If they don't want to be single anymore, it's because they don't want to do it on their own. They're tired. It doesn't mean that they don't have any money. It could just mean that they maybe want, like say for instance, a woman may not just want you to pay her bills. She may just like maybe want to have somebody who could fix stuff, take the car to the, you know, to the dealer or some shit, take the car to the mechanic, maybe get the kids haircuts, some shit like that. If it's a man, he may just not want to cook all his meals. He may not want to wash his clothes all the time. He may not want to do all the cleaning to himself and pay all the, you know what I'm saying? Like this may be somebody who wants to like put off some of their responsibilities onto you, right? And then for some of y'all, this may be somebody who feels like they wasted their time with y'all. Like it may not go nowhere. Like maybe you stopped talking to them, or you weren't really acknowledging them, so they could kind of feel embarrassed because maybe they feel like they didn't have enough to give to you. You know what I mean? Or they feel like maybe you expected too much. It's maybe somebody thinks you're a high maintenance, and what they're looking for is a low maintenance partner. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who's keeping tabs, because they may feel like everybody else wants you, or a lot of other people want you. So that 5 of Wands could be like frustration because I didn't know you had other options. I didn't know you had other choices. You know what I mean? So I'm getting that vibe. If somebody's keeping tabs on you in that way because they feel like you're getting your personal needs met, and I didn't think that anybody else besides me would have wanted you. You know what I mean? So like if it's somebody who wants to be single, they're surprised that other people are trying to date you. So that kind of makes them upset, even though they didn't really care. Like, why do you care if you didn't really want that person? Why are you upset? You know what I mean? So it's like competitive. It's like secretly competitive. And like it's like a kid with a toy. If I didn't want you, I didn't want nobody else to want you. Or if I didn't want you in this way, like if I didn't want to get married, I don't want nobody else to marry you. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it's like somebody who's frustrated because maybe they're alone, single, on their own, and now they're kind of worried that like, damn, I may be alone. Some of y'all, they're worried that they may be alone forever, even though they have status, popularity. You know what I mean? They're attractive, outgoing, and all that shit. This is somebody who's like wants to renew the connection between y'all, wants to heal it. You know what I mean? But like they may feel embarrassed because like I don't know if you'd even take me, even if it's worth it to you now, because a lot of y'all look like you're self-sufficient. With the Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, that could be making them mad, silently mad that like you're so self-sufficient that you can take care of yourself. So it's like, damn it, you know what I mean? And then for others of y'all who's keeping tabs on you, maybe somebody who's trying to keep you dependent on them, for money, for resources, for security. Maybe they pay majority of the bills. Maybe they pay, I don't know, maybe they have the car, the house, whatever it is that you may need. This may be somebody who's like afraid of you, like getting yourself together. So they're keeping tabs on y'all. Some of y'all to try to keep you down. You know what I mean? Keep you like maybe owing them, or keep you like overwhelmed with like too much going on, too much, I don't know, bullshit. They may try to like, I don't know, they keep tabs on you to see how you handle maybe complex or like conflict. They may try to create conflict, create battles or arguments with you, and just kind of see how you handle it. Because they feel like y'all be too chill. Nothing really gets to you. Nothing bothers you. You don't really, a lot of y'all, they feel like you don't have to work hard. You don't have to do a lot to get what you want or what you need from people. Some of y'all, they think that you're very vain, really attractive, and that's how you get what you want from people. So they kind of be jealous of that. And that's why they're keeping tabs on y'all. All right. This could be somebody who hasn't shared any recent pictures lately. So like they may like post a lot of pictures, maybe like at a spurt, and then not post any pictures for a while. You know what I mean? And then they pop back out and they be like posting again. You be like, oh, okay. So this may be like somebody when they're doing really well, you be seeing them all over the internet. You're like, oh shit, look at that. Or maybe when they're doing something, you see them all over the internet. You know what I mean? I kind of get them to like always be at home with the 9 of swords, 4 of swords. They may lay around a lot, rest a lot. Like this maybe somebody has a pretty easy going job. Maybe they like inherited money from somebody, or they inherited some type of position or status or influence some way. Because like they overindulge with this 9 of swords, with this 9 of cups. They overindulge, but they also good with money. So I don't know. They may get a bunch of like expensive stuff, or like, I don't know, eat out a lot or do something like that. I don't know. It's something like that. Anyway, it could be a Leo, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. I did say, did I say who else? Wait, let me make sure I said it all. I did. What was in there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sag Pisces was in there too. I knew something was wrong. Sag Pisces was in there with the Libra. All right. Damn. Thank you for being here, Yoli. All right. So, Leo. Leo. Oh, it's somebody you guys are having an ego battle with. I seen the not the strength. I seen the square and the sun. So it's maybe somebody who tries to dim you guys down, tries to humble you guys from time to time. Or this is somebody who like is having conflict with you guys. They may feel like you guys are too confident. They may have an issue with your confidence. All right, but this also may be somebody who you inspired to grow, or somebody who feels inspired by you to grow, to express more of themselves, more of their personality, more of their traits. Yeah, somebody you guys are having a confrontation with at this moment. Could be a Capricorn. So some of y'all maybe somebody you guys are blocking, or somebody you guys are having power struggles with, ego battles with. All right, if not, this is somebody who you guys are like, I don't know, maybe it could be an Aries too. So maybe some of y'all is maybe somebody who's competing with you guys, or somebody who's just very like territorial and aggressive towards you guys, or very territorial and aggressive about you guys around the connection. So it's maybe somebody's a little forceful. You may have had to restrict this person or had to like place a boundary with this person. Because they can be too aggressive at times and like want things to go their way. So this is who's keeping tabs on y'all, because they are kind of seeking balance. They feel like at this moment between y'all, if it's like a blockage or you guys are having complications, getting on the same page, and they feel like this is a test. You know what I mean? They feel like it's a test and that you guys eventually maybe come back together. All right. So this is somebody who's normally very dominant in their relationship. So you guys may be having power struggles, because usually Leos are very dominant in their relationship. So they feel like you guys are, I don't know, just at a stagnant point right now, or like an impasse right now, where it's not really going anywhere. You know what I mean? Or we're not really talking like that, or you know what I mean? Somebody you guys have power struggle with. That's what's keeping tabs on y'all. They could be competitive towards you as well, or just feeling like competitive, like around you, about you. You know what I mean? So if it's somebody who's attracted to you, then this is somebody who's like seeking balance with y'all, or seeking some type of compromise with you, maybe wanting to meet up with y'all, or wanting to do something together to kind of like bond you to them. Yep, I got Leo, Libra, Taurus. So somebody who's like very, very prideful, very arrogant. Some of y'all, they feel like pride kept y'all from being together. Or it's somebody who feels like your pride is keeping you from being together. Some of y'all, they feel like you guys need a lot of attention. This may also be somebody who needs a lot of attention. So, you know what I mean? So maybe some of y'all, they may, like if it's a person who you work with, because you do got the Eight of Pentacles, this maybe somebody feels like you don't have to work that hard to get the validation, the accolades, the respect, the admiration like they do. They may feel like you don't have to put a lot of effort. Some of y'all, they may also feel like y'all don't know the job. So there's somebody who keeps tabs on you because they feel like you don't know what you're doing. That's crazy. Like, because sometimes that Saturn could be like a right or wrong type of energy. And like opposition could be like you guys do the same thing, but just do it differently. So some of y'all's competition, like this could be like coworkers who see like maybe you maybe you do the job totally different than how they do it, and you get results, and they be like, what the fuck? You don't even do the job right. But usually with the Two of Cups here, some of y'all, they're willing to get over that grudge and lower their, I'm gonna say they're about to maybe humble themselves, and maybe some of y'all are gonna apologize or reach out or something like that. I got Two of Cups, which means that they do want to compromise. There is a desire to compromise and maybe not be so critical. Yeah, I got the Hangman here. So some of y'all, they're not going to be so critical. And the Hermit in reverse, they're going to come back. Whoever says it's going to be somebody who come back. Sometimes it's going to be like somebody who owes you money. Maybe you've been waiting on this person to like pay you, or maybe you've been waiting on this person to really put some effort in, time in. With the Six of Wands in reverse, this may have been somebody who was trying to get affection, attention elsewhere, and it just didn't work out with the Five of Cups in reverse. They maybe like regret that, and now they want to come back. Because the opposition could be hot, cold, up and down. Some days we're in love, some days we're not. And if it's like one of those dynamics that you're having with this person, then it's somebody who's like maybe very prideful about coming back, but it looks like they're going to swallow their pride or get up off their high horse and try to make up with y'all with the Two of Cups and the Five of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody probably who self-sabotaged the relationship. Some of y'all by like creating stagnancy in the relationship, or by like ghosting you, maybe being irresponsible, but I was thinking unresponsive. So it's maybe somebody who doesn't always reply back or acts unresponsive with you at times. You know what I mean? They sabotage the relationship from maybe either stagnancy, or they sabotage the relationship because they only see the relationship in the way that they see it. Like they're not willing to take on other people's perspective. So they could be stubborn. Yeah, definitely. With that Aries energy, they're very stubborn. Somebody who's very stubborn. All right. So some of y'all, they maybe want to have a relationship together so that they can build their money back up. That might be also why they're keeping tabs on y'all. Because they may need y'all for that. You know what I mean? With the Two of Cups, they may need y'all for that. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all is like competition. Maybe you inspire this person to be that way. But then for others of y'all, I was feeling like this is somebody who's like just impulsive, loud. You know what I mean? they may kind of rub you the wrong way at times, but like you guys are like friends, you guys get along. With the Two of Cups, you get along. I don't know. If you guys don't get along, this is somebody who wants to get along with you. You know what I mean? They maybe want to share in the spotlight with you guys. Because it's somebody who doesn't want to have to work hard for their results, who doesn't want to work hard for their money. They're socially awkward. They don't be around a lot of people. Whoever this is, they don't like a lot of people. And they like you. They're fond of you. I will say that with the Two of Cups, they are fond of you. Even if they compete against you, or even if they don't like, even if they're like jealous of you or like aggressive towards you, they like you. They're fond of you. You know what I mean? So this somebody who probably wants to come to a compromise and like, you know, maybe have a heart to heart. But anyway, they're keeping tabs on y'all because some of y'all, they may feel bad if you guys are in a relationship, or they may regret the connections, the relationship that you guys are in. So they may regret like maybe leaving the relationship, abandoning the relationship, not acknowledging the connection that y'all may have had, something like that. They feel bad about that. So this person's been like, some of y'all, they've been waiting on y'all with the Hangman. They've been waiting on y'all to come back, or they've been waiting. What they've been waiting on with the Hangman? Yeah, waiting on y'all to come back because it's a Hermit behind in reverse. Some of y'all that have been waiting on y'all to come back, waiting for y'all to reappear, waiting to see you again. Something, you know what I mean? Something. It's usually somebody wears loose-fitting clothes, loose-fitting clothes, or like maybe sweatpants, moo-moos, or some shit like that, dresses, skirts, really like, I don't know, relaxed clothing. That's why I want to say relaxed clothing. Whoever says be wearing relaxed clothing. So maybe they're like into the gym, they're into like working out, they're into like maybe mechanics or some shit like that, or something that kind of like is like physically taxing on the body in a way. So I don't know what they do. They do something that can be physically taxing on the body. If somebody feels like they're not, if this is somebody who's competing like against you, this somebody feels like they don't get the same attention or admiration that you get. You know what I mean? They don't get the same accolades, the same responses, the same respect that you get. They almost feel unacknowledged or unnoticed. So they could be overly criticizing you, but like wanting to do something together so that they can share in your spotlight. So this could be like a coworker or somebody who hates on you, and then be like the next day be like, yo, you want to work together? No, fuck no. You don't like me. I don't want to help you out. You know what I mean? So it could be somebody who's like that. So maybe somebody at one time who didn't like give you the acknowledgement, the respect that you deserve, now feeling bad that like they see other people are like liking you and like attracted to you, and you know, maybe being more friendly or cordial towards you. Some of y'all, they may be looking at your following, or looking at the friends that are attracted to you, or the romantic interests that are attracted to you. You know what I mean? Because they kind of are looking back now like, why didn't I invest? Why didn't I put any time into this? Why didn't I try to build with this person? You know what I mean? And that's actually inspiring them to become a lot more aggressive, and inspiring them to become a lot more assertive and possessive over you now. So that's why this may be somebody who gets off their high horse or gets off of their little throne to come towards you guys. And maybe they chase, maybe they chase, but I don't really feel like chasing. I just feel like this is somebody who's kind of waiting. They're waiting on you to pop back up, or waiting to hear from you or some shit like that. So they're keeping tabs because they feel like y'all may be in a relationship, or y'all may be connected to people who are maybe treating y'all better than they did. You know what I mean? So it could be a Libra, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Sag. No, it's not Sag. Pisces, Aquarius, Aries, Virgo. You said he'll be waiting till hell freezes over. See, that's me too. That's how I be too. I'd be like, well, I feel like it's over then. That's how I be too, Kitty. See, that's what you know what I mean? We would have been friends until we fell out. Then we wouldn't be friends no more. Because I ain't reaching out to you. Fuck Kitty. I told everybody that. Fuck Kitty. I ain't never talking to her again. But if you talk to me, I'll talk to you. I'm like, hey, Kitty, what's going on? We'd be like it was never, like I'd be fake as hell. I'd be like, I'm never talking to those people again. But then as soon as they talk to me, I'm like, what's up? And I'd be talking to them like we cool. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really hold the grudges. I'd be over it. But like, if we going through a power struggles and we like, well, I'm not talking to you no more. I'll never gotta talk to you again. I don't never gotta talk to you again. Unless I need something. And then I will call you. And then I will text you. And I will be fake friendly with you because I need something. So yeah. And I'm okay with that. And you could know that. I'll tell everybody that. That's how I am. I'll never talk to you unless it's a life-death situation. And then I'll break the silence. Because listen, it's life and death. Like, I don't care. My pride is out the window at that moment. But like right now, like if I don't have to reach out, I am not reaching out. And we are gone. You said, well, we gave it a go. You feel me? That's how it be too. Like, well, we did our best. All right. You know what I mean? But like, if you run into me and you see me in public, we're just going to talk. And we're going to talk and we'll work it out. And that'd be that. You know what I mean? Or if you call me or you text me or you email or you do some type of friendly gesture towards me, then we be back cool. All right. I'm cool. All right. You just got to be the one to do it first. Kitty, like Leos or people with Leo placements, they do not. All right, so who's keeping tabs on y'all? All right, it could be a Capricorn, or it could be somebody who's in a high authority when it comes to their job. Some of y'all want to say it's maybe a stripper or a prostitute or somebody who's like into a taboo job or something like that. You may have some of y'all. You may have a sexual connection with this person, or have a taboo connection with this person, or it's maybe somebody who feels off limits to you because of status, because of position. Some of y'all they could be famous. I don't know why I'm like having all this air on me for some reason. I'm like having hiccups. But anyway, this person could be famous. They could have authority over others. It could just be that they're very desirable or attractive. This may be somebody who's like taboo to y'all. Like I said, off limits. I would say some of y'all are very sexually like, I was gonna say promiscuous, but maybe not promiscuous. They're very sexually like alluring. They have a lot of sex appeal. So it could be a Pisces, could be a Capricorn, could be, yeah, that's it so far. All right. So anyway, it's gonna be somebody who has a lot of intense desire for y'all. They may be confused. They romanticize you. Whoever says romanticize, they already put you up on a pedestal. They already imagine you guys to be like the one. All right. I feel like they're in the public eye. They could be very career driven. They have this may be somebody who has a taboo reputation. So some of y'all they use their status or they use their influence sometimes to their advantage. They take advantage of people. You know what I mean? So they could be like a celebrity, a star, popular in that way, or they be around people in that light in that way. I get like an artist, poet. All right. This is somebody who dreams about y'all. I had fantasies about y'all. Wet dreams, hard dreams, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? They'd be dreaming about y'all. It's somebody who's obsessed with the Lilith here. It's somebody who's obsessed about y'all. 9 of Cups. It's a selfish partner. So anyway, who this person is? This person feels like dissatisfied at this moment. Why are they keeping tabs on you? 10 of Swords. You guys may have had an ending. 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups in reverse. Y'all may have had an ending. It didn't go how they expected. 2 of Cups. Y'all may have, yeah. So some of you guys aren't getting on the same page, but y'all may have walked away from this person or provided an ultimatum with the 5 of Swords, a High Priestess. It was a superficial connection that y'all may have had with this person, or one that didn't go that deep. So this is with the 5 of Swords and the High Priestess. This is somebody who wants to open up, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, somebody who wants to open up or initiate between y'all. If this is like a newer person, this is somebody who's like, you would see this person as being maybe a wish fulfillment, even if it was just for a temporary moment of time. You know what I mean? So some of y'all may have had that experience with this person. Like y'all may have had, let's say some of y'all may have had sex before with this person, but it wasn't really a relationship. But it could have been a relationship, and it felt like a relationship because we got 2 cups here and we got Neptune energy. So like it could be like one of those relationships where it feels like we're in a relationship, but we're not in a relationship. But we keep having these complications and difficult conversations like we're in a relationship, but we don't, or we never have those uncomfortable conversations to like be in a relationship. But anyway, this is somebody who looks like they want a relationship or wants to talk things out with y'all. So this is somebody who probably, some of y'all, they just want to have sex though. With the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess in reverse. This may be some of y'all, they're also somebody who is, they're not conventionally attractive. They're attractive, but they may just be attractive to just you. You know what I mean? Or they may be just attractive in like a certain way. Like sometimes with the High Priestess in reverse, this could be somebody who tries to keep up with unrealistic beauty standards if it's a woman. So she may like sell sex or sell her body or do like OnlyFans or like really like put her body out there in that way as a way of like selling, like, you know, getting partners and customers. So like imagine a woman who's always showing her ass online. Like that's it. Like that's everything that she does is like always aimed towards like showing that little cakery or something like that, or showing her body off. This could be an example of that. If not, I'm just giving an example. It could be a man that does that too. You know what I mean? Like they may always show their money, show their status. Like they may use money, status, popularity, you know what I mean, influence to like win people over. So this could be somebody who's like that. They're desired in that way, but like only desired in a certain way is what I mean. So like this may be somebody who's only desired for more superficial reasons, or this is somebody who's only desired maybe for what they have, you know what I mean, or for like their status, which is still superficial. So I don't know. Anyway, some of y'all, they may recently ended a relationship, so they may be keeping tabs on you because you may be somebody who would help them get over another partner. You may be a rebound to this person. Some they may be looking at you in a strategic way as like wanting to have access because you may be better. You may be a better looking partner or a more attractive partner than the previous partner that they had. So they may be using you for clout. You know what I mean? Or they may be just looking at you as, like I said, a trophy, like a short temporary satisfaction, like for sex. Like I just want to have sex with you just to kind of say that I did. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know anybody's ever been with you. You have exclusivity that other people don't have. They may just like little quirks about you or little things about you. Like sometimes you could be really skinny, you could be really tall, you could be really short, you could be really thick, you could be really dark, really light. You know what I mean? Like imagine you have like Wednesday Addams skin, or you have like dark skin. You know what I mean? Like who could I think of that was like, I can't even think of anybody right now, but I was thinking of this one model lady. I think she was African. She had like the square. She was in the 90s, so you probably don't remember. I can't think of her name, but she was also in Michael Jackson's Do You Remember Time? She had the square cut back in the 90s, like the Gumby almost. It was a black woman too. She's real lean, real dark skin. Can't think of her name, but anyway, Like imagine having real dark skin that's almost purple, or having real pale skin, or having like maybe real yellow skin or really pink skin or whatever. Like just maybe somebody who has like, I don't know, like character traits about them that are like really appealing, but not necessarily they're not necessarily like societally attractive, but they are attractive because they're sexually desirable. So whoever says it's like viewing you as sexually desirable, wanting to be with her. Who is it? Imam? I think it is. Her name is Imam. I think that might be it. I don't know, but like you know what I'm talking about though. Like her dark skin. You know what I mean? But anyway, they could be very dark, or they could be like very white, very pale, maybe, or they could just be like, you know, something about them. Sometimes it could be like maybe they have a limp, a walk. Because the Five of Swords could be like a distinctive wink, distinctive walk, distinctive way that they talk. Maybe they have like their own little lingo, or they speak like a maybe not foreign language. They may speak like, I was gonna say they may speak like a language that's like only few people know. So let me say that. So it could be slang, it could be anything. Anyway, they're keeping tabs on y'all because this may be somebody who's like competing for your attention, or competing to have exclusivity to you, or wants to like have a deeper level of like intimacy with you. Some of y'all, they just want to have y'all around, just want to have y'all. Like they just want to have you. That Nine of Cups, like I just want to have you. You know what I mean? Like you're mine. So this somebody who has a lot of intense feelings for y'all, and subconsciously, just somebody who already probably has staked y'all to be theirs. They're territorial over y'all with the Five of Swords. They're territorial over y'all. Even if y'all haven't even discussed the like parameters of the relationship, they be making sure that other people ain't talking to y'all, making sure that you aren't taking anybody else too seriously. So it's somebody who probably is like that, like probably will break up other relationships that you have. They think that you're getting into a connection. Here they come. Here they come. Oh no, don't you try to love her, him. Don't try to love them. Fuck no. So it's somebody like that. You guys may keep going over the same pattern with the Ten of Swords in reverse. It's like beating a dead horse. But this person may, like, I don't know, maybe from time to time y'all sleep with each other. That might be what it is. That might be what keeps it going. You know what I mean? Like from time to time y'all sleep with each other. Y'all rehash the same conversations, or rehash the same I don't know, difficult dynamic. Just keep reliving it. Why the fuck you keep doing that? You know what I mean? There's this video I be thinking about on fucking either TikTok, Instagram. I don't know. I see it online all the time. It's this fat kid, and he's with his boy. He's like, motherfucker don't even know how to make a bologna sandwich. You know what I mean? Or he heat the ham sandwich up. Like, why you just ain't gonna eat it cold, nigga? You know what I mean? So this maybe somebody talks like that, kind of talk harsh, talk mean with the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. They talk harsh. They talk in a way where you're like, man, y'all have to go back and forth a lot with each other. Like they can say stuff below the belt, or say stuff in a way where you're like, man, don't talk to me no more. So some of y'all may not be talking with the Ten of Swords, Five of Swords. You may not be talking to them no more. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it's somebody who like enjoys having you though. They look at you as like a possession, or look at you as like property to them. So that's why they keeping tabs on you, because they feel like y'all are very ambitious, and they feel like you guys are very desirable, and they don't really know who you may be talking to or dealing with. They think some of y'all, they may be thinking y'all went back to a past relationship. So that's probably why they're keeping tabs on you, to like make sure you don't. They try to keep conversation with the Ten of Swords, Five of Swords. They try to keep conversation open so that way you don't go back. Like, so it's like a gaslighter. It's a gaslighter. Somebody who wants to gaslight y'all. Probably wants to call, text you, and make you feel bad. You know what I mean? Say something to you to kind of like make you feel shameful in a way. I think that's how this person is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Maybe if it's a man, they may be like, you a hoe, you a floozy, you easy. And if it's a woman, same thing. You a bum, you deal with anybody, you do anything. You know what I mean? Anybody got access to you. So this is like somebody who you guys may have these type of conversations with, where like it may not be those exact words. I'm just giving you an example of like the stuff that y'all may kind of like say. It could be along the lines of like just kind of like trying to say stuff to win. Whoever it is, they may want to have a verbal altercation with you and try to win. Like they're looking at like I don't know, somebody who feels dissatisfied with the way things ended between y'all, but they don't want y'all to be happy before they do, or they don't want you to be in a relationship before they do. So it's maybe somebody who tries to break y'all up, or tries to like, I don't know, create confusion in your romantic life. You know what I mean? By reinitiating, ending, reinitiating. You know what I mean? To try to keep you around them. They don't want nobody. They know people be around y'all. That's all I know. They know people be around y'all, but they like, fuck that. I got my eye on you. All right, anyway, it could be a Pisces, Sag, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn. They may also have like tattoos of like snakes, or tattoos of like animals on them. Cause I was just noticing that too. The snake was looking like a tattoo wrapped around their arm. So they may have like a sleeve or some shit like that, or this could even be like a leg sleeve or whatever. They're very intuitive though. So this is like somebody, when they feel like you're about to build a connection with somebody else, here they come. So maybe when you don't talk to them as much, they know something's going on. And then they'd be like, oh, hey, what's going on? What you doing? You'd be like, yo, come on, man. You seen I was about to move on with homeboy or homegirl. I get that vibe. You know what I mean? Like, this person also makes up like these elaborate stories. Like, so I think some of y'all, they're going to try to gaslight y'all with this elaborate story out of nowhere and make it seem like it's your fault. Yep. All right. So anyway, I gave you signs, right? Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sag, Pisces, Sag, Gemini, Aquarius. Yep. Okay. Well, I guess that's all it is then. All right. So Gemini. Who has their eye on you right now? This is somebody who romanticizes you and sexualizes you. Could be a Pisces. All right, so this is somebody who's probably romanticizing having sex with y'all if you guys already done it. If you haven't done it, this is somebody who's imagining what it would be like. So they're keeping tabs on your opposition. So somebody who's afraid right now to make a move, they're just thinking about it. You know what I mean? They're maybe kind of weighing the pros and cons about if they do or they don't, or what direction they want to take the relationship between you. So there's maybe also somebody who feels conflicted, internal conflicts right now. So they're not, I don't know. They don't look like they're going to make any move. It's Aries. Oh, somebody's very vain. They're into how they look. So it's an attractive person. The first house is somebody who likes you for you. You may know this from your past, though, because we got first house here. And we got South Node. So you may know this person from your past, or this would be if it's like a newer person. This is somebody who you guys would be attracted to, but like maybe the connection kind of has like a hot, cold, push-pull dynamic because maybe both of y'all want to be in charge. Because maybe somebody who's used to doing things when they feel like it or on their own time. So that might be part of what it is. But anyway, it's somebody who's keeping tabs with y'all right now. They feel like you guys are in a comfort zone or feel comfortable with you guys. All right. So somebody who you guys used to socialize with. Could be a Virgo, Gemini, Cancer. Or somebody who you guys used to be friends with. All right. Somebody you guys know. Yeah, you guys the deaf here. So why are they keeping tabs on y'all? Because you guys ended the connection, or because they feel like you guys are moving on, you guys are doing better? Like they feel like things have like gotten better for you. They feel like you've matured, maybe you've evolved, you've grown. Now, some of y'all, they maybe also feel like you've really moved on for another opportunity, so they're keeping tabs on you to like, because there's somebody who's superficial and they're attractive, so they assume that whoever you guys have like moved on to may be more attractive than them. So that's why they're keeping tabs on y'all. Could be a Cancer, could be a Leo, Scorpio. All right, got a Fool. So Aquarius, Aries. Yep. All right, so some of y'all, they may feel like they may have thought that they were the better option, the choice that you may have had at the time. So there's maybe somebody who, again, some of y'all, they may be surprised that you guys have the options. You have choices. All right, this somebody who doesn't know what they want anyway, though. With the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Fool, they just want to have some type of experience with y'all. Some of y'all just want to have a random experience with y'all, or randomly visit y'all, or randomly run into y'all. There's somebody who's an overindulgent person. 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups. They like to party, go out. 8 of Wands. They like to flatter you, talk. They got a certain accent too, the way that they talk. I was thinking like country, southernish, but they don't have to be. They just may have a little accent the way that they talk. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a little slang. Maybe they kind of draw their words out. Maybe it's a southern draw, or I don't know. They also have like a runner's athletic body. They're very superficial into their appearances. And there's somebody who does not know what they want. They may be more like a playboy, playgirl. You know what I mean? I think this is somebody who wants to either start brand new if it's a previous partner and you guys are already comfortable with them. But if it's a newer person, this is somebody who's having confrontation, like taking the lead. You know what I mean? They may be attractive, but they may look at you as also being attractive. And so it's like you guys don't really know. Like if this is a man where like I'm attractive too. So like I don't have to chase you down or like, you know what I mean, go out of my way. And they may are, because of 7 of Cups here too, this may be somebody who also has the illusions of success. So they may already have people that they can date and they can deal with. They just may not be like necessarily confident or comfortable with them. Like they may not be like satisfied with those partners. So there's maybe somebody who, some of y'all, they may go from one relationship to the next relationship. You know what I mean? Because they're attractive and because they can gain partnerships like that very easily. You know what I mean? They're very dynamic. But this is somebody who's wavering at this moment because they want to reach out. They want to talk to y'all. And this is somebody who you guys haven't talked to in a while, or you guys slowed down talking to. Then this is somebody who feels like, oh, you found somebody who's more attractive or who has your attention more than me. So like, it's not, I'm not gonna say competitive, but like they want to talk more. You know what I mean? They feel like that's why you slow down communicating with them. That's why you slow down talking to me. Some of y'all, they want to take this random ass trip towards y'all, or randomly, I don't know, message you, call you, text you, email you. I feel like this person accessorizes a lot. So you may know them as like maybe wearing a lot of jewelry, maybe they buy a lot of stuff to kind of make themselves seem more important. Because 7 of Cups can be like overindulgent. Sometimes buying stuff you do not need. So there's maybe somebody who buy, or they buy you shit that you don't need. They try to tempt you with stuff. So let's be like somebody who be online flashing money, posting a lot of provocative pictures, maybe a lot of provocative memes or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like they be into that type of shit. They could be into like a lot of taboo shit too. They're just attractive. I don't know why I keep saying that, but like this, like that's really like their big thing. I'm attractive, so I can kind of do what I want to do when I want to do it. That's this type of person. They're used to getting a lot of attention. So if you ended a connection with this person and they find themselves to be attractive, they're like, whoa, what the fuck? That's not how it goes. Nobody ever just like, nobody pushed me to the side. Nobody, I'm usually the best option that people get. So this must be somebody who's very attractive because they're used to being the best option that people get. The partners that they deal with be so happy to have them that they be like, wait, what? You're not like overjoyed to have me in your life. So they're looking to see like, who the fuck are you dealing with then? Or who you must be dealing with a motherfucking model if you're a man. If you're a woman, they must be thinking you dealing with like fucking Chris Brown or somebody. Like, who are you dealing with? Like, that's what they're, so this is somebody who's like feeling like you must have left them for somebody that made a bigger impact in your life. What's up there, Dev? They must be thinking that you left them for somebody who's a bigger impact in your life, or that you're attracting somebody who's like maybe more appealing, more interesting, or something like that. And if it's a newer person who wants to deal with y'all, this is somebody who feels like it was love at first sight. They felt like they knew you. They felt instantly drawn to you. They want to move the connection forward. They want to know if you guys are in a long-term relationship with anybody, or like what you're. Even for some of y'all, they may still even want to be an option. Like this may be somebody who finds you to be attractive in that light, where they still just want to be an option, because that first house means these are people who like you for you. So they may even be willing to be like part of, like, if you have a harem, man or woman, they would still be willing to like hang around and deal with you anyway. You know what I mean? They just want to just have the experience with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you make that much of an impact, or you're like that deep to them. This connection means that much to them that they just want to like be involved. So there's maybe somebody who's going to start being a lot more social, friendly with y'all soon. You're going to get communication with them because they want to sleep with y'all, or they just want to be around y'all, hang out with y'all. You know what I mean? Still, they may be part of your friend group, like online with the Three of Cups. They could be online, possibly like a friend group or follower. If not, this is going to be somebody who wants to be a lot more social with y'all because they can see it going somewhere. And they just want to take some random ass risk with y'all to just indulge. They don't even know where it's going to go. They don't even know what they want out of this situation. You're just attractive, and that's enough for me. You know what I mean? So that's why they're keeping tabs on y'all. You know what I mean? So it could be a whole bunch of experiences where either they travel towards you, or you randomly run into this person, or something like that. But it's an attractive partner, and it's an attractive person, and probably very sexual too, with this Death and the Queen of Wands, because these are Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands is here, and the Seven of Cups, Three of Cups. It's maybe like a party guy, party girl. They tell you what you want to hear in the moment. They kind of come and go as they please, but like they may feel like that you may be leaving them for somebody who you find to be more attractive. So this may be somebody you guys did have a sexual or casual connection with, but maybe you stopped dealing with them and you went and did something else, and they're like, whoa, who are you with now? Who the fuck are you with now? Are you fucking serious? I can't believe you. Betrayal. You know what I mean? So I don't know. They got an aggressive temperament, but it's hot, cold. Some days they be really aggressive. Some days they be really really chill. Some days they be really like possessive. Then other days they be like, I don't care. Do what you're gonna do. Be wherever you want to be. Like, so you may be confused about this person's responses at times. You know what I mean? You may be confused by their responses because it's not really clear. It's vague at times. All right. Anyway, you said the main definitely most. You said the main most definitely ain't Chris Brown, but he what? But he think he is. I know, right? We be like that. I'll be thinking that too. I'm like Chris Brown. Bitch, I'll dance. The fuck? From time to time, I'll dance. You fucking tripping. Anyway, they could be a dancer too, though, with the Three of Cups. Anyway, it could be a Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, Virgo, Aries, Aquarius, Cancer, Sag. I said that. Aries, Scorpio. That's crazy. He tried to be Chris Brown for you. I'm gonna be Chris Brown in this bit. We got Chris Brown at home. You don't need to go see no Chris Brown. We got Chris Brown at home. Yo! I'll be singing it all around the house now. You want Chris Brown? I got Chris Brown right here for you. Watch this. Do a couple leg moves. Like, boy, bye. Girl, hi. So anyway, who is this? Communicator. So somebody who talks witty, talks funny, they likes to talk a lot, who's keeping tabs on you or who's watching y'all. Some of y'all, somebody who be talking about shit that they probably shouldn't be talking about with you, or tells you stuff that you didn't even know. They be knowing all the tea, all the gossip. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini. Some of y'all, maybe somebody who's in your community. Because the third house, they may be in your neighborhood, they may be in your community, they may be, maybe you see them regularly or something like that. I get like neighborhood though, or your neighborhood area. So like your 4-block radius, and so, or somebody who lives very close. Because the third house can also be people who do like short trips, short distance travel. So it's maybe somebody who does a lot of short distance trips, travel. I think of like Uber Eats, Instacart, Amazon Prime, or Amazon, you know, where they deliver shit, or Spark or some shit like that, or maybe they do taxi. They don't have to do none of that. They can just do a lot of short trips. So there's maybe somebody who does that. Some of y'all, because we have the 8th house here, they may also indulge in some type of taboo job, business, or they be doing stuff and knowing stuff that they shouldn't be knowing. You know what I mean? They be knowing it seems like they know everybody's business, is what I'm really saying. So whoever says maybe somebody who like is just nosy trying to be in your business. You know what I mean? But we gonna see. I got the Knight of Cups in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Swords in reverse. So some of y'all is somebody who's like romantically has their eyesight on you. So it could be a Sag, Pisces, could be a Libra, could be Aquarius, Capricorn. This could be a player or somebody who's like, yeah, I got 8 of Wands. They talk a good game. Whoever this is somebody who talks a good game. So there's maybe somebody who's like trying to get to talk you guys into like, go, oh yeah, hell yeah, they're trying to talk y'all into maybe sex, or trying to talk y'all into having some type of experience, maybe adventuring with them, maybe going past a certain point with them. You say delivery service and dispatcher? Oh, okay, damn, you do a whole lot. Yeah, you could drop off here. Why are you not going back to school? Oh, well, you gotta go back to school, bro. All right. My bad, y'all. My bad. My daughter kept calling me. See? If she just let me do what I was supposed to do, all right, let me say this real quick. So I got to get this vent off because it be pissing me off all the time. And it's not just her, it's in general. See, when I set a plan, we follow my plan. If it goes wrong, I take the blame. You understand? You don't never negotiate or change my plan. I always have it in, and you know what I mean? Because I'm knowing if it goes wrong, I go down with the ship, but never like compromise or revise my plan. When I make a plan, we go with it. We die on this shit, or you just get the fuck off and go. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm telling these motherfuckers, yo, we going to the dentist. I got this. I've been doing this. I've been doing this ever since she's been like a kid. So they've been pissing me off when they start doing their own little thing. You know what I'm saying? When they start doing their own little thing, then you got to carry that shit. And that's why I was like, you know, she called me crying because she want me to pick her up now. Fuck no. I am not. You go to school now. Be sad because she called her mom and told her mom to take her. So this is my job, and you get somebody else involved to do it. So this is what goes along with it. I'm not going to rescue you. You're fucked now. That's how I play these games in general, just in life. The minute you start choosing or picking other people to do something for you, then them motherfuckers are going to do the job for you, and they better do it right. And when you come back here, if you come back here, the price goes up. You know what I mean? Because I'm not fitting to play no bullshit with you. Man, woman, child, even my own kids. We run a tight ship over here. You know what I'm saying? All right, so anyway, thank y'all for listening. Thanks for that vent. Appreciate you. All right, so anyway, who is this? 8 of Swords, Page of Wands. So this is somebody who's trying to invite you guys soon. They're going to try to talk it out with y'all. 8 of Swords, though, is somebody you guys may maybe ignoring. I don't know. They think about y'all a whole lot. Whoever this is like interested in y'all in a more passionate, sexual way, for real, for real. So they may stay a short distance from y'all with the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, Ace of Cups. If it's a past person, it's a past person who's trying to like you know what I mean, reunite or not maybe it is reunite because we got the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. So yeah, some of y'all they are trying to reunite. Now some of y'all is just really for sex, like with the Eight of Wands, Page of Wands in reverse, Four of Wands. There's somebody who's like interested in y'all. They may be right now. They may be kind of angry at y'all ignoring them, or that you guys haven't called them, haven't talked to them, aren't trying to like clear things up with them because the Eight of Swords usually is like we're kind of stuck in a sticky situation, a situation that I don't want to be in. So some of y'all, it's that. This may be somebody who, some of y'all, they may want to travel towards y'all or want you guys to like share an experience. You guys may have had an unexpected falling out, the Tower in reverse. Maybe you guys had an unexpected falling out, or just somebody who just like unexpectedly pops up on y'all from time to time. Anyway, they're keeping tabs of y'all, keeping tabs on y'all right now. They're gonna be messaging y'all, calling y'all soon, or trying to invite themselves, or trying to invite you over, or do something along the lines of that. All right, you said nothing like a dad vent. It's all good. Yeah, thank y'all so much because it is, man. They be pissing me off, yo. You know, I'd be like, yo, if you're not gonna be helpful, you are a hindrance, and in which case, I do not want you around. And it don't matter who it is. If you are not helping me and you're bringing me down, I don't give a fuck. Family, friends, it could be my mom, it could be my little one. You got to go because my life is more important than all that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Y'all picked the wrong guy. If you thought I was sacrificing myself and dying on my sword, I am the wrong guy. You chose wrong. You know what I mean? You chose wrong. I don't sacrifice and die. You will die. You go first. And I'll, you know what I mean? I got so much to live for. So much going on right now. You tripping. Never. Anyway, some of y'all, this may also be somebody who goes viral on social media. I get them wanting to invite y'all to do something soon. So they're keeping tabs on y'all. Some of y'all, they like the results. They like the way you talk. They like the way you guys, like, I don't know if they throw a fit. So, like, if you guys do something on social media, somebody who likes the way you guys throw a fit, it likes the way you guys act out, likes the way you guys entertain. This may be an entertainer with the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. They may talk in the light like that, where they kind of talk entertaining. So maybe talk kind of rough, harsh. They curse a lot. They could be younger than y'all. If not, they're not young. Then they look like they retained themselves pretty well. Cause that deaf, I don't know. The deaf could be like somebody who, some of y'all, they may have underwent surgeries or underwent, I don't know, something. They may have underwent medical procedures. You know what I mean? Maybe like spine straightening or some shit like that, or I don't know. I kind of get like they went, maybe some of y'all, they went under like some type of procedures. You know what I mean? Maybe it could just be like, I don't know, dental again. It could be anything. It could be anything. All right. Ace of Cups though in reverse. So yeah, I don't know. It's maybe a drinker. I'm getting a vibe of like with that tower and stuff. They may be into like drinking from time to time. Social drinker. That might be what they are. Social drinker. Like when they're at parties or events, then they be wanting to drink. Then they want to turn up. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. In their pastime, this is somebody who may be looking at y'all as like somebody to do when they're like nothing to do. Not like out of boredom, but like they just kind of want to, I don't know, I want to say they want to have like an experience with y'all. Just like, not, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna lie here because I did say earlier, right? Because I seen that Knight of Cups and the Three of Swords, like they could be a romantic seducer, like maybe like convincing, very convincing, you know what I mean? Like they love bomb you. So there's maybe somebody who like makes it seem like they love you faster than what they really are, especially with the Page of Wands. They fall in love very quickly. So it's maybe somebody who makes it seem like they're interested in a lot faster than what they mean, a lot more than what they really are, or something like that. You know what I mean? I get that vibe, like seeming like they're more interested because that Eight of Wands, like I want to move it very quickly. So they may act like they're in love a lot more than what they really are. That's what I mean. They may act like they have a lot more feelings and emotions than what they really are. Like they may flatter you and gas you up a lot more than what they really mean. They just most of y'all, they just want to have sex. You know what I mean? And they just want you guys to be stuck on them because this is somebody who gets easily jealous if they feel like other people are getting your ass. My bad, y'all. For some reason, the dentist is calling me now, and I don't give a fuck what they talking about either. Fuck you too. You know what I mean? I didn't set none of these up. Like the days that I be setting them up, I know what to do. I have it planned out. So fuck them. Fuck them too. Don't call me about shit. Call the people you set it up with. That's what y'all do. It was too many women. It was too much women in interaction. I'm talking to the receptionist, who's a woman. Talking to my daughter's mom, who's a woman. Talking to my daughter, who's a woman. The dentist is a woman. I don't mind all this women stuff, but like, yo, bro. This is Christina from West Hill. Okay, that's cool. Just leave me a message with Christina. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? They are part of the message. So they are part of the message. So this could be somebody you guys have issues communicating with, getting through to. This is probably part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the Eight of Swords is here, which means like we have issues communicating. We talk about the same shit. We talk in circles. It never goes nowhere. They piss you off a lot. It's somebody like that. They're keeping tabs on y'all. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all, they feel like you guys are ignoring them, not talking to them. not replying back to them, not as interested as you were anymore, not as romantically charming or flattering as you were anymore. They get jealous. They feel like other people are maybe getting your attention. Other people are like calling you, texting you. Other people are messaging you now. You're messaging other people. Like, they don't like that. Whoever says doesn't like that. They feel like the love between y'all or the romance between y'all is unrequited. You know what I mean? So if it's a past person, then it's a past person who's going to be trying to maybe take the connections to the next level, but like say everything. They're going to try to say all the right stuff and hit all the right buttons just to kind of get you guys back in line. All right. So it could be an Aries, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag, Aries, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Sag, Pisces, Sag, Scorpio. All right. Cool. Yeah, they was definitely interrupting this. And you know what really be crazy? What always gets me? Nobody ever calls in the morning. Nobody ever really calls me in the morning. You know what I mean? It's not until I get like going and doing stuff that all of a sudden everybody calls. Everybody's got so much to do. You know what I mean? And normally 8 to 4 is business hours. That's normally when everybody would call. You know, lawyers, you know what I mean? Whatever. Companies would just call you 8 to 4. But since I've been doing what I've been doing, when I was doing those zodiacs, nobody ever called in the morning. Nobody ever called because nobody gave a fuck. You know what I mean? As soon as I set a routine or a schedule or start getting ahead on some shit, here come everybody. Oh, hey, let me make it hard for you. Hold on, let me make it a little difficult for you. Kiss my ass. Because I don't give a shit. I don't care if it get done or not. Right or wrong. People just be mad. In general. In life, I mean, in general. Not with my situation I was talking about, but in life, in general. People just be mad. You just be mad. Part of being a man is like disappointing women. You just got to get used to it. You got to be comfortable. They're going to be upset. It just comes and goes like feelings and emotions. All right, so who is this? This is somebody who wants to make peace with y'all, though. So this is somebody who you guys may have got off on the wrong foot with because we got sextile here. But it's somebody who you guys had to talk with, communicate with enough for you guys to start to understand each other. So it could be a Libra, or it's just like a very pleasant person, aesthetically pleasing, attractive. All right, this is somebody who's very nonchalant. So this is somebody who wants to be more sociable with you or more social with you. You know what I mean? So it's somebody you guys will find be fair. I was thinking fair skin. But they don't gotta be fair skinned. They could just be like fair and like demeanor. Their demeanor could be like really like chill, really polite, really cordial, really sensible. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody who like is like also very receptive. I mean, not receptive. Very, very reciprocal with you. Very reciprocal with you. That's what I mean. All right. Anyway, they dress really nice. Whoever says has like a nice style of dress. Maybe somebody you guys are familiar with too, because I've seen that 6 of Cups. So this could be somebody who wants to start the connection all over again. They miss y'all. It could be a Taurus or Capricorn. If not, this somebody wants to present an opportunity for y'all to spend time together. So they're keeping tabs on y'all because some of y'all they miss y'all. So maybe somebody works a lot. Maybe they work from like home or they work from a desk or somebody posts a lot of pictures. I got a lot of pictures with the vision board. So it's maybe somebody who does like positive affirmations a lot, or they do that with you, or you do that with this person. So it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, I got Capricorn, Libra, 7 of Swords. So I get this being somebody who's like strategically trying to come back towards y'all and initiate. They may be looking for sex. If this is a man that y'all be having sex with, y'all like they did. If it's a man. If it's a woman, then this is a woman who's going to probably like the sex with y'all or is like interested in having sex with you. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I'm getting here. So they may kind of come off as like that's not what they're interested in, though, with the 7 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. That just makes them a liar. But like, we don't have to call him a liar because that's kind of mean. Because the King of Swords is here upright, and it's usually somebody who has integrity. So let's not call him a liar. Let's just call him admitting the truth. They're not telling you everything. So whoever it is somebody who maybe like wants to take the connection further between y'all, but also doesn't want to like be direct about where they would like the connection to go. They're subtle. They have a little walk about them too with the 7 of Swords. They have a little walk. It's an avoidant. Whoever it is an avoidant. They avoid like saying directly what they want. With the 5 of Pentacles, they be around y'all a lot. And the with the we got the Empress too. So some of y'all, this be somebody you guys view to be your ideal partner. If this is a woman, then this is a woman who's like ready to settle down instantly. And this is a man. This is a man who views you as somebody that they can settle down with, or views you as somebody who like is a great catch for them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a great mother, a great nurturer, a great lover. They dress really nice, y'all. I don't know who this is, but they dress really nice. It could be a business owner or like a creative. Maybe they have like a Etsy store shop, or I don't know. They got like they maybe run a business in general. I don't know. They have like a very authoritarian type of like attitude with them. People respect everything that they say. So they could be a leader, speaker, communicator, writer. I don't know. They're good with like words. You know what I mean? So maybe they're a rapper or some shit like that. And you have to kind of listen to the way they say stuff. You know what I mean? The way they word stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's the way this person words stuff. They're really good with words. Really good with like also misleading or like stringing people along. Some of y'all, this may have been somebody you felt like strung you along, presented the opportunity for you to go somewhere. Oh, thank you so much. Lunch on me. Thank you so much. $25. Let me text you right now and tell you thank you. Thank you so much. That was Harley, y'all. Harley just sent me some money for lunch today, y'all. I'm about to text her right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 25. That's sweet. Okay, so anyway, I get this person trying to renew or trying to start a conversation with y'all, but subtly, like indirectly. So there's somebody who be watching y'all, but like acting like they don't see y'all, you know what I mean? Or acting like they don't want to talk to y'all, or they just be watching y'all. They just be watching y'all. You may have left this person behind though with the Five of Pentacles, you know what I mean? If not, this is like somebody who wants to get to know you better. Some of y'all could be a neighbor because of the Five of Pentacles. Could even be a neighbor who's keeping tabs on y'all. All I do know is whoever this is they're attracted to y'all. It could be a roommate too with the Five of Pentacles. Roommate, neighbor, coworker, colleague, somebody who's been around, customer, client, whatever, somebody who's been around. They find you guys to be very attractive. Because the King of Swords is here. These could be an older man or an older woman, but they don't have to be. They could just be like very mature, very stoic, very relaxed, very reserved. You know what I mean? They only talk like when it's necessary. So there's maybe somebody who only talks if you talk to them, or only talks if it's absolutely necessary. So they only reach out or only communicate when they have to say something, when there's some type of information that they want to dispense. Even if they don't really have nothing to talk about, they try to make it seem like they have a real reason to talk to you or reach out to you. So it's somebody like that. You know what I mean? So it's somebody who at one time maybe acted a little shady with you guys, or you guys maybe felt like they were acting a little shady, a little sneaky, deceptive in some way. I kind of get this being the vibe with some of y'all. Like it's somebody who's like trying to be like sneaky, deceptive. They may already be married, maybe, or they may already be in a relationship with this empress. Usually, kings and empresses are usually people who are already married. If they're single, you got real lucky. You better jump on Oprah or jump on whoever the hell. You know what I mean? You better jump on them fast while you still can. You know what I mean? You caught Mark Zuckerberg before he got rich. There you go. This is like one of those examples. If they're not like married, you caught somebody along the lines of that before they got there. You know what I mean? They could be very smart, very intelligent, have a lot of good information. So if they're like younger, this is somebody who has a lot of like potential to be somebody very important. So this would be a good time to jump on board. You know, because they're very easy to get along with, very hospitable, very social with people. People get along with them. They're likable by a lot of people. You know what I mean? So like you may like this person because of that. Like, you know, you could take them anywhere and people just kind of get along with them. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, okay. You know, your mom, you may like them. Your parents may like them. Your cousins may like them. You know what I mean? Like they can get along with people and they have like a sense of self-worth or value that people like admire or respect. I don't know. Some of y'all, I don't know. Maybe they do have kids. Maybe. I do see the Page of Cups, so maybe they do have kids. But in that case, we have all the signs just about, except for Virgo. You know what I mean? Just about all the signs is there, except for, well, Virgo's there too. So all the signs, you guys got probably a lot of people who just find you guys to be more sexually attractive, appealing. You know what I mean? I did say this nigga to be on. I said this nigga. This guy, this girl be on. They either they haven't posted recently, lately. You know what I mean? But they may have a lot of pictures. But maybe these may be like old pictures, so they may not have like a lot of newer pictures of themselves or stuff like that. I don't know if they take a lot of pictures of themselves or something like that. Or maybe you can't see their pictures because maybe they have like a block or a private page in some way. But just somebody who be watching y'all, keeping tabs on y'all, but acting like they don't keep tabs on you. Like, I don't be seeing you. I'm not looking at you. I don't. They be some of y'all. They avoid watching your stories or avoid liking your content on purpose. Like they be real strategic with the way they kind of scroll your timeline. You know what I mean? They make sure not to let that thumb hit no likes or no shares. You know what I mean? They be real graceful with it. Whoever this is. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's somebody who tries to pretend that they don't like you. That's the thing for them. They try to make it look like they don't like you, but they do like you. You know what I mean? But it's just misleading. All right, so it could be a Libra, it could be Aquarius, it could be a Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If somebody who has a crush on y'all, though, with the Page of Cups, they have a crush on y'all. They admire y'all. They are, like, enamored by y'all. They could be younger, but you got different people. So they could be younger, they could be older. They just find y'all to be attractive, and they really just want to have sex with y'all. But they would, like, probably, for the most part, most of y'all, they would probably make it seem like they want it to be more, though. You know what I mean? Because that Seven of Swords, like, they be, like, saying it, but, like, they're not really. But, like, they say it like they do. You know what I mean? They say it like they do. If it's a woman, normally women do want that. But, like, if it's a man, then they may say that they do want it, but they don't want that. You know what I mean? They probably like very independent or very cold when it comes to like relationships. So, but I don't know. Maybe with you, maybe they get a little softer because like with the Libra energy, you may soften this person. You know what I'm saying? You may soften or polish their hard edges. So that could be that. It could be that. You know what I mean? Or they may do that for you. So it's one of the two. I don't know. Anyway, they want partnership. I do say that. Or they want to maybe meet up or something. Be back around each other. They miss y'all. They miss y'all. They miss y'all. All right. So, yeah, those are all the signs just about, y'all. So thank y'all so much for being here. Appreciate y'all for rocking and rolling. You said they be trying to use this for sex. They do. Men, listen, y'all be surprised. Somebody said that one day, like, that's why you always talk about sex. You'd be surprised how many men only think about sex with women. Like, just imagine, how many men in your life do you imagine are, like, thinking, you know what, I want to have kids with her. I want to take the kids to Disney World. I want to have matching car seats in our back seat. I want to grill and barbecue. Very few men think of that. Very few men are ever thinking about doing that far with a woman. That's the last thing that's on their mind. It comes with the territory. We know that. But, like, for the most part, that is not on our mind. Just like when you think of, like, the Ten of Cups or you think of being in a marriage or a long-term relationship, you do not fucking think that he could possibly end up in a wheelchair or that he could possibly go broke or that he could possibly be bald or possibly, I don't know, you know what I mean? You don't think about none of that shit. That's not on your mind. But that's what men want when we want a woman. We want her to be down for us in the good and the bad. But that's not what you think about when you think about being in a long-term relationship. You do not think about that motherfucker not being the best version of himself. You know what I'm saying? Because we for sure do not think about you being in our life for forever initially. We think about it in the beginning stages. Let me not lie. In the beginning, we do think about it in the beginning stages. We be like, you know, that could be my girl, that could be my wife. We think about that like in the first maybe 3-4 months, but then once we get to know you, yeah, if I have to, then, bro, if I have to, you know what I mean? Or if we run across you and be like, damn, this is the best I'm ever going to get, then yes. But like very few men feel like this is going to be the best that they ever can get. Social media has made a lot of us feel delusional, men and women. We feel like there's opportunities abound, and they are. There are opportunities abound, you know what I mean? So we are not like as quick to jump into relationships. Most times when they do that, we need consistent sex, or we need a mom or a dad or a sponsor if it was a woman. Like when people try to jump straight into relationships, I be knowing what you want. You want a provider. You want somebody to take care of you. And if it's a man, he's trying to be your boyfriend ASAP, fast, it's because he needs consistent sex and he needs a mom. You need to know it. You think I'm lying? Test this theory. Test the theory. I guarantee you, I put everything I got, a whole paycheck, guaranteeing you that that is the pattern and the dynamic when they are rushing you for relationships. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed. It don't take long either. After 90 days, you'll know what that person is here for. Especially if they push for the relationship, you will know what they're here for. Because they fall off. Everything that they were doing in the initial stages falls off. Everything they did to win you over falls off. 90 days or less. Guaranteed. All right, what's up there, DM? No, I want y'all to test it because everybody be thinking I be talking shit. They think I don't know shit. I fucking know. I've been seeing the pattern. It's a behavior. We can't help it. We can't help it. You know what I mean? Relationships are meant for us to build each other up or build ourselves up. One of the two. So you're either going to build together or I'm going to build myself up off of you. That's the way people do it. Hard truth. But it's not really a hard truth because you can always make the best out of it. You know what I mean? It's just getting on the same page, which most people do not do. All right, anyway, y'all. Thanks for letting me rant. Thanks for letting me get my shit off because people was pissing me off today. I am fitting to go to the gym, get me a nice little chest workout out. I'm going to make breakfast first, though, so a little bacon and egg. And then after that, I'm going to go hit the gym up, you know what I mean? And give me a little bit of this. You see me? Give me a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? And then go from there. All right, y'all. Down in the DMs. They go down in the DM. That's right. All right, y'all. I'm going. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Don't let them stress you out. If they do, just do what I'll be doing. Cuss them out. Throw some threats. See where we go from there. All right, anyway, I'm gone.